Hi, hello again. How's it going? Happy Turkey Day, Tiberian. Thanks for dropping by. I just booted up this game and thought I was going to have to go through a process of, like, rebooting it, because that's what fixed the previous game. I didn't want to go to, like, my actual resolution, but hey, here we are. It's looking okay. Should be fine. Game's old and doesn't know how to judge modern hardware, but it got the resolution right, which is way better. Hope you're having a good day, or, you know, evening, middle of the day, whatever time of day it is for you, really. I know it's night, but, you know. So, I wanted to do this because I played through Alan Wake 1, right? And that was like a replay. I haven't played that in so long, I basically forgot everything. But I don't think I've ever touched American Nightmare. It's not a thing that's been in my wheelhouse. Get my mic right. So I want to do this in Control before Alan Wake 2. And because it's Thanksgiving time... Yeah. I figured you were an hour ahead of me. So like 1:30-ish. Definitely starting a bit later than I thought I would, but things have been busy on my end. So I'm just doing guerrilla stuff. I think tomorrow, because I don't think my Thanksgiving will last too long, I'll probably do like a Baldur's Gate stream at night. Old Gods of Asgard. And then hop straight into Control. What's up, Barry? How's game volume? Maybe a little loud, even though this is like quiet. Dude, I love these Night Springs episodes.
Night Springs.
Is the whole game a Night Springs episode written by Alan Wake?
He is part of a conflict between darkness and light that is both ancient and eternal. He is chasing a dangerous quarry.
Sounds good. Nice.
Darkness.
Teddy, you're all over there on West Coast? Figured. I think I knew that. Welcome. Thanks for dropping by.
Mr. Scratch.
Oh, I love this. This is incredibly Remedy. Already. I think they mentioned Mr. Scratch in the game.
I'll catch you eventually!
Maybe. But what are you gonna do then? By then, I'll have had my hands on everything you love.
Incredibly Remedy. Sounds okay? Good. Nobody really does live action in-game anymore.
The man has been brutally spat out from the darkness that surrounds the shores of our reality.
Love this narration.
He has come to fight a decisive battle in Night Springs.
Already looks like a little bit better than the base game. Although maybe the lighting is too clear? I don't know. First off... Subtitles all the time. You're just watching JP-VTuber intro raps. Must be dozens of JP-VTubers to debut every week. Field's pretty saturated. Which, like, I know I'm not big, but I'm glad I started when I did. Would have been cooler to start earlier, but I didn't know. And then I had to learn to, like, make everything myself. We're just gonna immediately start with objects attacking me, which was one of the cooler parts of the first game. Can't lie. It was a nice evolution of enemies. This is the cabin. We've got our tutorial prompts again. Oh, my UI is way different. Also, that, like, took way less time. Happy Thanksgiving, Reforged. Welcome. How you doing? Recently got into a new agency for VTubers. Thick like oatmeal. Is that the agency name, or is that like their motto for model design? Cause that'll go a long way with model design, for sure. What happened to my light? I regressed. Oh, the Taken looked different. It's weird that they would change the art direction a little bit.
It's gonna be like that again, huh?
It's gonna be like that the whole way. Is that our heavy? Man, the sound is different too. And I don't have a revolver. Models and voices are god tier. Hell yeah. Which agency?
Was a writer. He still practices.
I'm still like a big Phase Connect fan.
War out of ideas, but the violent currents that brought him here have scattered the pages he has written.
Did you know Alan Wake was a writer? It's kind of his only character trait so far. He's a writer, and he's a little too short-tempered.
My name is Alan Wake, and I'm a writer.
There we have it.
I didn't become one overnight. Like most writers, I struggled with it. A short story here, an article there. Then I got lucky and spent a year as a staff writer on the Night Springs TV show. It wasn't the great American novel of my fantasies, but it taught me discipline and craft, and the difference between wanting to be a writer and actually writing.
It's a slightly better presentation of the page. Trillion stage. I am not familiar. Audio direction from you is Jingle Bells and Deck the Halls. I'll be honest. I probably talked about this last year. I'm really not a huge fan of Christmas music. It's all just a little too samey. But I don't rag on anyone who likes it. I used to. Not anymore, though.
The man senses that the solution to his predicament begins there.
I love that we're getting narration like it's a cheesy Outer Limits TV show. One of them has the initials ass. That's amazing.
Space itself has been pierced.
Just saw Jelly was streaming to 1.2K. Yeah, FaZe is doing super, super well.
The man recognizes the hand of his evil double in this.
I don't know about challenging Niji.
To this madness.
Like, oh my god, that's a ton of Taken. Holy shit. I don't have the ammo for that. Okay. Best option is to run.
I can't stay here now.
I'm gonna have to check out Trillion Stage then. Let's get to our motel. Is that like more than a fucking dozen Taken? Back off. Oh, just regularly pointing at them doesn't de-shadow them anymore. Okay. Yeah, I assumed by got into they mean are a fan of. Super congrats if you get into an agency. Yeah, I mean, Hololive and Niji are definitely still the big ones, but I feel like numbers for VTubers... Oh, is this like a streetlight now? Nice. Numbers for VTubers have been going down a lot since, like, Pandemic is no longer... I need pages to unlock a weapons crate? That's different.
Hello.
I feel like viewership has been going down for not only VTubers, but like streaming in general. You know?
Hey, it's you.
Pink and blue hair. Matsuri gave I love Matsuri.
You remember me, right?
Gave her a shout out.
Emma
She went
Swan?
from 4K to 20K subs in like a month. Hell yeah.
Belongs to me.
Really?
typewritten page?
That's great, because
Oh,
people
yeah,
usually
that's
have,
weird.
like,
I did find a page like that.
somewhere
I don't even
between
know where it
5%
came from. It
and
was all this weird
0.1%
stuff
of
about
their
the
subscribers
oil
is,
derrick
like,
and a
normal viewers.
satellite.
Yes, that's what I'm looking for.
Oh, well, I don't know how you knew I had it, but I guess it's yours. Listen, what's this all
Send me a
about?
link on Discord?
There's
Hell
really
yeah.
creepy guys hanging around the oil derricks. There's something
pop that
really
open
weird
afterwards.
about them.
They're dangerous. I'm gonna deal with them. Try to stay out of their sight, okay? And stay in the light. They hate the light.
This is a totally normal thing to
At
say.
the oil derrick, the
to
wheel
someone.
had been jammed in place and turned until the oil gurgled and flowed thick and flammable. The warning lights were blinking in a fast rhythm, bright and steady, powered by the battery. The Kasabian CD was playing in the boombox, all distorted guitars and intense beat. High above, some piece of orbital junk or another collided with the satellite, knocking it radically off course. Trailing debris, it screamed down from the skies at an impossibly steep angle. All that high-tech engineering reduced to nothing more than a bullet that would destroy whatever it hit.
I really like that this game. Like, Alan's writing is not that fantastic, right? But I love that they've clearly. They've clearly, like, nailed a writing style for him and stuck to it.
The Champion of Light recognizes the page he got from the woman.
Champion
It is a
of
weapon
Light.
of his own design, custom engineered to destroy the dark portal. If he recreates the conditions of the page, a great power will be unleashed.
But I don't even know where an oil platform or derrick would be right now. Is this, like, more open? I've never seen someone as, like, happy or excited to be a VTuber as Abyss. She's amazing. Hell yeah. Dude, that's always great. Like, I'm a big fan of a lot of kind of, like, comfy streamers. But also all of the, like, IRL people that I watch are probably not comfy, but, like, jokey. I don't feel like I would describe myself very much as comfy. Hello. Let's test out this nail gun. But it's always nice to see someone, like, thoroughly enjoying themselves. Oh my god, I gotta remove my dodge button. Nice. Probably just checked her out, if I had to guess. Started following her after someone in the VU Discord posted one of her tweets. Okay, that makes sense. I'm really not in and around a lot of Discords. I'm in... The only one I've interacted with recently was Futakachima's Discord, because she's had a couple of really cool birthday streams recently. She did a couple of 12-hour streams over the last 2 weekends. And Futakajimana, if you don't know her, I like her a lot. She does great covers, mostly metal. She's an amazing singer. And just pretty entertaining. I'd say she's really chill, but not, like, in a comfy way. Like, when I think... How do I say this? When I think of comfy streamers, I think of, like, Aster, or maybe... What's a good, like, hollow... Like, Ina? Her gin mates are all pretty nice as well. Where's my out of bat? Oh, I don't have any extra batteries, that's why. Let's start making our way towards some of these stars. Do I have an overmap? Because... No, okay. This one seems closest. I need more pages.
Wait. Whoa!
Spooky. Give me that shit. Oh, God. Out of my way. Yeah, yeah. Futakashi is a metal singer. But she's had a couple of, like, birthday streams where she had a lot of, like, chat involvement. And so she had some Q&A sessions where she just had people on for like an hour and a half or so. It was pretty cool. I don't think Celine's gonna graduate anytime soon. Yeah, people keep talking up VShojo scooping up talents, and I think, you know, that probably has a lot to do with their management. A kind of like indie company that made it big, like VShojo or FaZe, is gonna have, where's that TV? Is gonna have a much different management take than like a JP company like Hololive or Niji. But they're gonna have to adapt.
Oh, hell, this isn't gonna be good. Is this on? How can you tell?
This is an extremely Twin Peaks take of having two versions of the same character.
That's more like it. I'll be right with you. I just gotta do this one thing.
Is that Nightingale?
I like it quiet.
What was that character's name in Twin Peaks? This is very Agent Cooper and like
I bet you're wondering why this is happening.
his evil twin.
Why am I doing all this? Why am I so hell-bent on ruining your life? You're cramping my style. You've got money, fame, everything you could want. But you don't know what to do with it. I do. I'm getting all the things you never had the balls to go for. Having more fun, too. Do you know the real difference between us?
You're a crazy shadow being?
I'm not afraid to be the center of attention.
Oh, they're gonna have fun with that.
This poor slob's just collateral damage, really. I mean, made some information out of him earlier. But this part? This is just for kicks.
That looks about right. Nice cut. Oh, yeah.
So quiet.
Oh, yeah. No, I like that. That's going to be great. Can I go back in light for healing? My health is not auto-regenerating. Yeah, I think Niji will be fine. People were talking up more recently even about, like, VShojo snatching up other talents. And I think that's, like, you know, obviously true with a couple very recently. But then people started speculating for that about, like, everybody that graduates. And I don't think we're going to see, like, a lot of Niji ID show up in VShojo. I don't think we're going to see Mika. Is that a page? That's shiny. I don't think we're going to see Mika show up in VShojo. It is a page. I don't think they remade Twin Peaks. They continued it after like a 10, 15-year hiatus. But yeah, Niji will be fine. They have like a pretty significant foothold, and their events still get like a ton of viewership and engagement. And they still put out songs. So like they're the Hololive competitor. And then everybody else is doing stuff differently, right? Like FaZe Connect is doing really well. They're not really trying to compete with Hololive and Niji. They're just kind of doing their own thing. Some talents do definitely make a domino effect. Yeah, agreed. Manana and Kuro are pretty big. And they were both friends with Mika, but the way she's been talking recently, I don't think that she's going to show up in VShojo. I think she's just kind of done and going to go on and do her own thing. And yeah, Project Kawaii, there was another one recently that I'd like never heard of where all of them quit. So I think it really depends on how much, it depends on agency, right? Like FaZe is doing really well, and they didn't start with like dozens. They started with like 5 or 6, and now they've got a second or third generation. Same with Iko and Minnow and Aoi and Sarah. God, why do I always forget their name? And I think of FaZe. Whatever that agency is. They're doing like pretty okay, right? Well, I don't know that like hyper popularity is actually what VShojo requires. It seems to be more like friends, right? Still follow the busty ginger tiger from Project Kawaii. I think I know who you're talking about. I do too. I don't watch her too often, but I know who you're talking about. And yeah, Phase 3 is coming soon, which is great because they're all great. And I definitely watch Phase like quite a lot. Now we can go get that weapons cache, but I think this is another page right over here. Hello. Let's grab a page and see if these things like stack. Like if I get 1 weapons cache, will that raise the cost of another?
Nudge it into the right direction. Your version of it is there, waiting. It wants to come true. All you need to do is help it achieve its potential. The devil is in the details. You change the details of the scene to match those on the page. If you get the details right, if you achieve that critical mass, the shift will come, and the rest of your new reality overrides the existing paradigm. The lie, no matter how outrageous, is now the truth.
That is a little bit like how reality works, although that's stepping into, what's it called, like, I'm just going to think about a thing and it's going to manifest. Oh, 10. Shit. Well, now I know where a magnum is. Is that 2 pages? Damn, you can see some shit from like a ways away. No, that's just headlights. But yeah, so like different companies I think are growing for different things. And Niji's not going anywhere anytime soon. Like a bunch of the streamers that I watched before SMG.
I guess it's about time I went full auto.
Yeah. Can I get 9mm out of the handgun? No. All right, let's venture out. I get the feeling I want to save that. What's this question mark that keeps popping up? Beer and a radio. Can I turn the radio on?
Well, here you are, about to enjoy another cool Arizona night with me, Eddie Rodman, the host with the boast. Hey, any of you guys remember Old Gods of Asgard? Man, I actually saw them twice back in the 70s. I was just a kid then, but my dad worked at this club, and
They kind of rock, the Old Gods. It's another thing that pops up in Control.
Great band, couple of great albums, solid fan base, and then they kind of dropped off the face of the earth. Well, now, almost 4 decades later, they're making a comeback. And let me tell you, these boys have seen a lot of road. There's some serious rock and roll veterans, because they weren't too young even back in the day. Well, now I've got Odin and Tor Anderson, 2 of the original Old Gods, in the studio with me, along with their manager, Barry Wheeler. Nice to have you.
Barry, you became their manager.
Yeah, hey. Hello! Now, boys, let me just come right out and say this, all right? Spring chickens, you ain't.
Nah, they're old.
You guys, you make the Stones look young. You're only as old as you feel. Who you calling old? Now, your last album was 1978 in the Valley
His
of
laughing
Niagara.
kind of fades off into
Stopped
coughing.
playing altogether after that. Why? And what made you do a comeback after all this time?
Well, it was a sad thing. See, the original bass player for Old Gods, Fat Bob Balder, passed
That's
away
great.
in
Leukemia! Bob had leukemia, poor bastard.
It's not very Balder, but yeah, sure.
Playing no more.
Long story short, I ran into it was obvious to me that they still got it. So I figured, hey, let's make some music, right? They went for it.
Now, Barry, you were a literary agent before this, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and you were very successful. You represented Alan Wake, I believe, who disappeared under mysterious...
Yeah, that's... Hey, I just want to talk about old gods tonight. Is that cool? Can we do that?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Barry, don't abandon me.
Why don't we take a little break, and then later on in the program, we'll hear the new Old God single. Stay tuned, folks.
Well, at least Barry landed on his feet.
Right, at least he's still doing stuff. Mosing out. Phase Connect is definitely the insane asylum of VTubing, and that's how I like it. I was watching Sheena yesterday get into Warhammer stuff, and that was a pretty good stream. Is the question mark this thing? No. Can I go in one of these rooms? I haven't even tried. Seems like it's in here. Yeah, okay. There's definitely a page in there. Hmm? Oh, it looked like a window was open for a second. All right. I'm going to head out this way then. Moses regularly getting like 300 viewers? Yeah. Definitely just had her not 35th birthday on stream. Her definitely not 35th birthday. There's a lot of people that I think, a lot of VTubers that are around that age. I think Marine has finally, over the past year or so, accepted that she's like mid-30s and okay with it. Right? That actually hit me? You shit ass.
The enemy tears itself in two to avoid the hated light.
Oh, that's new.
It becomes weaker, but more numerous. Such is the arithmetic.
That's new. Oh, I'm gonna run out of ammo so fast. Let me in.
That was just messed up.
Most times a group transition. Yeah, everybody's got to adapt, right? I think VTuber, like you mentioned, has also been around for like a little bit.
That's two. Just one more to go.
Picked up a CD. More like CDs and ha 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 joke. Old joke.
The reality we take for granted is softer, more adaptable than we think. Under correct conditions, you can reshape it, turn it into almost anything you want. When it happens, almost nobody notices. It's not that we forget, it's that after the change, there's nothing to remember. Only those who have been directly touched by the powers that can shift reality are aware of the changes. Many are driven mad by it. Others can cope. I'm one of those people. And I know how to wield that power to rewrite reality.
Makes it seem like there's other people like Alan with what are essentially reality editing powers. So I need my last page. Or another CD, maybe? Yeah, people definitely go through transitions. Like, again, the group with Sarah Nagare and Nonanon, they had someone who quit almost immediately, but are both doing pretty well for themselves now. Is it in the back of the truck? Can I get in the truck? What's this star pointing to? Oh, hi.
That's everything.
The man has found the battery, but it is empty. It will need to be recharged.
Yeah, about to say, Emma's got a shop over here. You thought VTuber would be radioactive? Really? Why? They don't seem, like, crazy. And again,
I need this battery.
FaZe is kind of
No
thriving.
problem.
Wow, that wrench was wobbling while resting on the car.
Here you go.
Thanks.
Surprised Fishman hasn't gotten Kirsch yet. She's basically face connect material. I don't know a lot about Kirsch. They were around in Kauai. Okay. Yeah, the corporates still like them from that, but haven't seen any of them collab with other Kauai members yet. I mean, there's bound to be bad blood, and that's stuff that, like, people are obviously not going to want to talk about, because it's not, you know... Wait, is this infinite ammo? Well, that's a lot of ammo. That'll work. There's an apology member video from all Kauai members. Was that just like hello? Was that just them resigning? I think I want my carbine. I want to keep my carbine. Yeah. Kirsch's I am talking about Prism. It's because they both begin with P's. And I watch a little bit more FaZe. Yeah, I saw that. Prism lost, like, one of their male members. And I only ever see... How many more do they have left? Because I only feel like I see one of them streaming, ever. Jun Nakane. Who seems pretty cool. Seems like a really alright guy.
The strands of webbing glistened in the beam of my
I've got 2 pages I haven't listened to.
Almost ethereal. They were fresh and right in my path. I held my breath and waited, ears straining. Nothing. I moved on, concentrating on the task at hand. Just get what I was looking for, then leave. That's all I keep telling myself. For a moment, I actually thought it might be as simple as that. Then, I heard too many legs skittering across the ground.
You know, Bobina is the Carl Weezer of VTubing? I don't know either of those names.
I know that when I arrive, the clarity of vision I have now may disappear. I've made my plans. I prepared for this, but I know the transition from the dark place will be hard on me. And not just physically. It may affect my mind, my memory. These pages should help me remember and focus. That's worked for me before. Even if that fails, I think I will be able to trust my instincts. I'm navigating my own story. I'm hoping I'll know where to go and what to do, even if the details elude me.
There were only 2 members in their male generation? Okay. That makes sense. Yeah, I remember... There's so many VTuber agencies, and, like, I don't want to say half. I don't even know the number, but, like, a lot of them, a frequent amount of them, because, you know, people are probably trying to just hop on what's hot, and then when it doesn't work out really, really well, damn near instantly, some of them kind of go under. I remember some drama with one management corp. And then, yeah, Kauai seemed more okay. And a lot of people are still around. Oh my god, my flashlight comes back so fast now. Firefighters are new. Firefighters and miners. And rangers. More of our dudes who split. Was a little late on that dodge. It's like they get smaller and weaker as they split. I mean, I know it told me that, but you can see it in their bodies, right? It's kind of cool. Ow. You're the assholes that hit twice now. Yeah, Sundaria, I think, is definitely one I remember going under, because I still watch Lisa and Amiya, and Tomoya kind of stopped being, well, he stopped being as active on YouTube, but I think he still does. Wheel was in place, oil was flowing, battery was attached, lights were blinking, CD was playing in the boombox. Okay, I think I have all those things. Unless she's not done charging the battery yet. What do I put in? I got a CD. We can put our valve. Start the oil flow. Right. But I don't know if I have that battery with me. Oh, she did charge it. Okay, cool. Lisa and the doggo. By doggo, you mean Irie? No, not Irie. Pochi? This is a real song. This might be DMCA, like, for real. We are out of there. Damn! Alright, that's just a thing that needed to happen. Going this way, then. Ooh, I could use some of you. Let's get back. Cinderia and CyberLive. I haven't heard or thought about CyberLive in a while. Hey, how about you get the, whoa. Survive more than one rifle shot? Battery, please. How many shots do I get? 8's pretty good. The ammo does come back. Hell yeah. Kind of hard not to notice. Woo! You're big. You have flares. Oh, you still go down in 2? Hell yeah.
That's the last one. We're good.
Yo, rifle. Not bad. Where'd you go, Emma?
Easy. I got him. You're safe. I need you to tell me what you know about him. The guy who looks like me.
There was a party in one of the rooms. It was pretty wild.
Sounds about right.
Which room it was in.
You didn't attend.
No, I wasn't there. But it got way out of hand. Anyway, I heard that he went to the diner and there was a fight there or something. Maybe you could find out more from there. I got some keys that you could maybe use.
You just happen to have the keys, huh? Fine. I'll take a look. Stay here.
Like hell. I'm getting out of here as soon as you leave so I could close up this place and go home.
Emma, you really want to stay here in the light.
Yeah,
You really
thanks
do.
for the advice, but I'm not sticking around. Just go already, okay?
I'll get your car working and then leave. Seems like a good idea. Damn, my light went away. I need heals. And I still can't go over here? Aww. Alan Wake is a rider. He can't climb up things. This light wasn't on before. Oh, maybe it's still not. You don't know how some of them stay afloat? Yeah, like, it's... Streaming and doing this shit was always a lot, right? Even regular streamers, most of them have actual jobs until they start being able to really support themselves with streaming activity. And that takes a while. And a lot of investment. And it's kind of more for VTubers. Even if you don't want to stick to, like, the expectations of...
Its existence is one of
Hold on.
rage and hostility, and its very presence turns ordinary objects into deadly projectiles.
Nice. Back to these. Cool. No bullets needed. I love it. It can take a lot, right? Like, you mentioned everybody has, you know, other jobs. One that I watch fairly frequently is Affy, who I think just quit her nursing job. Tales of Chair. Okay. Tell me you're living in a small town. Show me you're living in a small town without showing me you're living in a small town.
A callous midnight snack. A room key left carelessly behind.
That is a huge ring of keys.
The man recognizes the enemy's handiwork.
I think these are keys for the motel rooms.
Hell yeah. I definitely got at least one room I want to check out. There are definitely some neats. For sure. Like, Rin Penrose is doing really amazing, and I don't think she has a real job, and is definitely living with her family. She just... Man, my throat. She just did, like, a stream earlier today where she just took an autism test.
I can fight him. I don't think anybody else can. They don't understand what he is, what he represents, or that all the horrible things he does here are almost insignificant compared to what he will unleash on Earth given the chance. But I've survived the dark place, and it has taught me things. How to cope, how to stay sane when the world goes crazy. He's 2 steps ahead of me, but I can find him, and I believe I can stop him.
Hey, what's up, Gregorius? Yeah, this is DLC. Unless you're making bank streaming, you need another job. I mean, yes and no.
Was a believer in a great many things.
Definitely need to be able to survive off of it, which is asking a lot.
Entirely fallacious.
Uh-oh. Damn, Emma, I was hoping you would make it out of here.
An innocent victim of his dark half. More collateral damage in the ongoing war. Damned by forces beyond her control, as much as by her own actions.
I was really hoping Emma would make it out of here. Ah, fuck. Get off my back. Man, that ammo just keeps coming back. Hello!
Damn it! Listen.
Let's get away from that. I should test to see if I can one-shot them after just splitting them once. That'd be a nice ammo save. Emma? Yeah, she didn't survive that. You watch Advent pretty regularly? Group's kind of a nut house. I don't know that I follow any Advent. I'll have to check him out. Okay, but what about these 2 rooms? There we go. Like, 2 of the streamers that I've been following for a really long time, Twitch streamers, not VTubers, like, are leading pretty good lives while not having a day job, and they usually only have, like, 200 to 300 people watching. And one of them just had a kid, and they're like, and has a wife, and I think the wife has a real job.
My own face peered
But she
back
also
at me
has,
from the
like,
TV screen. For a moment, I struggled with
what
the
is it,
sensation of
lupus,
déjà vu.
and a lot of health
How
issues.
many times have I seen myself
And they're
like
doing
this
pretty
now?
good. They just had a kid.
And then there was that
and they're
easy
fine.
grin that never seemed quite as quick or natural on my own lips. The dark, malicious twinkle in the eyes. And I knew who I was looking at. As he pulled back and revealed the room behind him, my throat went dry. There was nothing I could do but watch.
Sounds like the scene we just saw on the TV recently. If Advent is a nut house, I might have to check him out, because I do love me some Phase Connect. And they get fairly nutty fairly quick.
Michael
Hey, more
Farabee,
keys.
dead, tortured.
This is the room with...
Dressed in clothes that bore the name of a local observatory. A slim lead, but solid enough. It stirs something deep in his mind. He knows where to go now.
It seems like a very surface level observation, Alan. Or, you know, narrator.
The observatory, hot on the heels of the Herald of Darkness, the champion of light.
It's so hilarious they're calling him a
see the
champion of
stars.
light. Oh, this is different. I feel like I'm gonna have to drive there.
An observatory, a place for a man to witness the magnificence of the universe. But such insights are not what the champion of light is
Are we
looking
there
for.
already? I had one room to check
He
out.
has come to find a weapon.
Wow, I had one more room to go. That was quick. Okay. I'm fine with that pacing. Is this... Wow, can I go back? I missed, like, a ton of pages. Maybe we go back later. You're subscribed to a JP VTuber who you supported a lot, but she just re-debuted as a completely new character you don't like. You want to unsubscribe and I don't know what to do? I mean, it's the same person, though. Right? I get if they're going for something different and you don't really enjoy it, then, like, that makes sense. I would just stay... I mean, this is what I would do, which is definitely not, like, my advice to you, but, like, what I'm doing. I would just stay subscribed and, like... I mean, you watch on your phone a lot, right? So, it's not quite the same thing. Because usually what I do is just have, like, a ton of tabs open and give everyone a like, but then I'll watch, like, 1 or 2 or maybe 3 at the same time on my other monitor. Like, not right now, although I haven't been watching as many, or, like, listening to as many people while I'm streaming as I used to. I used to do that all the time. And now I kind of like focusing more on just my game and chat. That was an awkward vault animation. You know what? You know what's missing from this? In the main game, every single enemy would have, like, some dumb, mundane line that they said whenever they appeared. For the most part. These guys don't have any dialogue. Ooh, full up. I've been watching way more scripted content recently. Yeah, that's... I mean... I watch a lot of that, too. Most of it's non-VTuber stuff, though. Like... What did I watch recently? I watched... Well, actually, recently I've been watching a lot of Game Changer, which is a... like a game show that changes the rules and content of the show every single episode. and some Dimension 20, which is like a D&D series. So that's not really scripted. Neither of those are. But like, you know, Vati or a couple of other streamers who push out content that's definitely just big scripted stuff. Zuli the Witch, always a really good follow if you like Soul stuff, FromSoft stuff. What's this question mark? I can see where I'm going. There's 2 question marks, though. Nice. They put pages on the map. That's crazy.
The
Let's get
pressure of
both of these.
success got to me. My wife Alice was the sole thing in my life that anchored me. Suddenly it wasn't enough. I couldn't write anymore. I distracted myself with wild parties and whatever trouble I could scare up. I wallowed in the drama of my life, sure that Alice would stick with me even though she didn't sign up to be the lifeline of a tortured artist. It was my dumb luck she's not the type to give up.
Yeah, Alice seems pretty good. You were fucking mean to her in the main
I've carried
game,
a flashlight
Alan.
and a gun for so long that I feel naked without either. It's all too often that I need them. The darkness protects the taken. Shadows crawl over their forms like living things, protecting them from harm. Blows that would injure or kill a human outright mean nothing to them as long as the darkness persists. But light makes them vulnerable. Light burns the shadows away. The darkness that drives them is still in them, but now they're vulnerable. Flashlight and gun. Sometimes it feels they're all I have left.
That page, I feel like, is just reminding us of, like, the mechanics of how the game work. There's another one over here. Yeah. I don't know if VTuber scripted content is sorely lacking. It's definitely not what a lot of people are focusing on. Can I? Ooh. Aw, I can't go across it. Like, I think Vox is still doing pretty well based off of scripted content, but he's definitely doing different stuff now, and not as much of it. But again, like, viewership across all streaming stuff has kind of dropped, so it's hard to compare. I definitely agree that I see less and watch less VTuber scripted content, and it seems like there's not as much out there. I watch like a lot of like karaoke stuff. Again, Athy, the nurse owl, who I think is no longer a nurse, but she's doing kind of okay, is really great. Watch a lot of Lisa, who does like radio program stuff every once in a while. Fiersona is the only one you know that does like live scripted content.
Hello?
Hello.
I'm Dr. Rachel Meadows, and wait a moment, it's you. I can't believe you dare show your face around here again.
No, it wasn't. It's not the same. Oh yeah, there's a lot of VTuber news stuff, right? There's like the one big one. And then a bunch of people who do like VTuber reaction series. Ko and Nags and such. And even Nags, I think, just started a new bit of content that's not VTuber related. Of course, neither of them were like primary VTuber related. They just kind of got into that sphere. Give me that. I need to use my flares more. He just fended off those darkness people.
Go away.
It wasn't me. I just look like him.
Are you serious? That's what you're going with? Please.
I'm trying to stop him. You saw those shadow things trying to kill me, right? I bet he got along with them just fine.
Yes. Yes, he did. All right. Come on in.
Well, I'm glad you were easy to convince. Yeah, there's a ton of VTuber news programs out there, and that is also like drama history stuff for sure.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, buddy.
Can I take a moment to talk to you?
God, I wish I could remember Dale Cooper's alter ego,
Feeling pretty good right now.
or like alter,
Little beer,
not alter ego.
little fun, you know. It's nice.
There's not a lot going on in that hotel room, Scratch.
Listen, this whole thing between us, it's a little weird for me too, you know? I mean, we don't just look the same, there's a lot we share. I mean, up here, I know you, right? So I was thinking maybe we could...
He walks away from the light. This is so Twin Peaks it hurts.
These guys are getting out of control.
I don't know Fearsona.
I feel like we're both victims of circumstance here. And maybe we could make some
I do
kind
kind of like true crime stuff, which is a thing that's weird for me because I never thought I would. Right? There's a period like 5 or 10 years ago where the meme was like, oh, why is every girl obsessed with murder dramas? But I watched like a ton of Hasanabi murder drama stuff. JCS videos. What are you doing? What is that? Oh, the phone. Man, he likes his wires and choking people, huh? What's up with that, Scratch?
Never mind.
I think I can probably look up Fearsona pretty easily. You can send me a Discord link if you want, for sure. But that's something I can find after the stream.
Just a moment, I'll send the lift down to you. I didn't expect to see anyone here tonight, but I'm relieved to see an actual person. That's assuming this isn't some kind of cruel trick on your part, of course.
Yeah, I can see where you would think that. Scratch does seem not trustworthy. I'll take flare gun ammo. I've got a bunch of flares and shit now. Ready for like a big fight. I'm still kind of weirded out and don't know why you can't share links here in chat, because that option is definitely enabled in my YouTube backend. I'll have to look in and see if there's like multiple options to check in and allow that sort of thing. But yeah, I think I watch more React stuff than scripted content. Except for like stuff about games that I like. Hello, hard cut.
Doctor, the man who looked like me, what did he want here?
There's a strange astronomical event happening right now. Something I can't begin to classify, but I think it's disabled our satellite. There's a very peculiar signal that we're receiving.
A signal? That's what I'm here for.
Well, so was he. But
Is
he
it?
didn't seem to understand it at all. He got very angry, sabotaged our imaging array, and now we're blind. I believe the event is still going on, but we can't pick it up.
A page I picked up indicated your satellite got knocked out.
Is essentially just a special camera, but we can't use the telescope without it. There's a replacement in my car. If you can get that to me, we're back in business.
Consider it done.
Okay. Tell me more about this signal.
It's almost as if something's being transmitted to Night Springs. It's the strangest thing. It's quite elusive.
The TV city that we're in now.
Properly there. I don't know how to describe it.
So, what was the signal like?
I wish I knew. He appeared before I had a good fix on it. He was very pleasant when I was working, but when I isolated the signal, he suddenly forced me out of the control booth. He said it was none of my business.
Okay, yeah, that's going to be super easy to look up.
To change. Somehow he was very smooth and charming before that, but suddenly he became, I'm sorry. I'm not sure I want to talk about it.
This DLC did not get as much work as the main game. Some of that's a little rough. I don't think that's a link I can click on in chat. Does that not show up? Oh, yeah, that's weird. It's not showing up in, like, the overlay, but I totally see it. I totally see it. Just at Fearsona. YouTube at Fearsona.
Good luck, and try to be careful. It's a very expensive part, and we don't have a replacement.
Well, you have...
Dear,
I'm grabbing
that
the
sounded
replacement
more
now.
worse than I intended. Be safe.
Not a very personable person, are you, Doc? Also, that is not, like, casual working at an observatory wear. Get to the imaging array.
This must be your car.
More and more cobwebs. I hear spiders skittering. Yeah. That's not welcome. Oh. Nice. No bullets required. I love these enemies. Not a big fan of spiders. Sorry, Amiya. It's fucking spiders that can... We're in Australia now. This is no longer Arizona. Ow! God, I don't think walking backwards is a good idea here. I wish I had a flashlight that could burn away spiders. I'm not afraid of spiders, but like... And I say that like, you know, some people will see a spider and freak out, and I don't do that, but I don't like them near me. If there are spiders just in my walls, good. Eat all the other bugs. If you come outside of my walls and get close to me, now we have problems.
I'll operate the platform directly below the telescope so you can install the array. Don't worry, it's very easy.
Oh, I'm gonna do the installation. That seems like a bad idea. I'm a writer, not a mechanic or a scientist. I'm not exactly Gordon Freeman over here.
Brilliant, you got it. I'll just run a quick
I
diagnostic
don't know
on
how
it.
brilliant that was, but
Yes, it's in perfect order. All right, we're good to go. Let's take a look at the skies.
on my way up. Or not. I'm gonna need to stay down here and defend this thing, aren't I? Imagine if Russian Badger made a VTuber, because it's funny, I don't think I know Russian Badger. I don't think I know Russian Badger. I've been watching a lot of I Did a Thing recently.
There's a problem with the automated coolant system. Somebody just interrupted the flow.
So now what?
Now I go kill the spiders that interrupted the flow.
Secondary coolant flow valves manually. I know it's dangerous there, but, well...
I got it!
Please come talk to me if you have questions.
I have questions. I don't know what that means. Though I do have a nice little mini-map system. Still, let's see what she has to say. Is Russian Badger a gun person? Oh, no, okay. Literal shitpost as a person and content creator of video games? That sounds right up my alley.
Is there something I should know about this coolant thing?
Anything would help, really. I'm an author.
The telescope is very heavy, and moving it generates a lot of heat. So do all of the electronics. Overheating could cause damage, so it shuts down automatically if the coolant fluid isn't flowing. And hot electronics generate instrument noise, which we want to eliminate as much as possible.
What is this coolant anyway? Is it dangerous?
Probably.
Use liquid nitrogen. It's quite safe.
Oh, I mean, that
If I
could
can
be
make it to
worse.
the valves in one piece.
Yes, there is that. Good luck.
I'm assuming you didn't have this kind of trouble using the telescope earlier, when my double was here.
No, it went very smoothly. Until he turned into a nutter. This
He's
guy
always a
down
nutter, I
yours
think.
Doesn't seem to want anyone else to look at this phenomenon. Honestly, it seems a little pointless to me. There are many eyes on the sky.
I'm not sure what we're gonna get once this thing is working.
I don't know how many other
but
of
I
those
have a
eyes
hunch.
can see this.
I doubt it has anything to do with outer space, or that anyone else can see it.
Yeah.
I think it's a message for me.
For you? That seems unlikely. And even if it were a very localized phenomenon, surely it's visible to others in the area.
Maybe. But I wouldn't bet on it.
Yeah, me neither.
There's a reason he came here, and a reason he doesn't want me looking at it.
And the reason probably has something to do with me writing this story. I'll look up Russian Badger, because, again, that sounds very much up my alley. Those, like, IRL streamers I was mentioning earlier are also kind of shitposty, and I love it. If you want to check them out, look up any Castle Super Beast clip. They talk about, like, video game industry a lot. And since I don't really keep up with tech news and industry news as much anymore, that's where I get a lot of my news.
All 3 valves. It doesn't matter what order you do it in.
So I've got to follow these pipes. Hey. No more cobwebs. I'm game. Nice. This thing chews through ammo. No? Oh, I have seen these before. This game shows its age. Why do we need to mash A? Well, because it's like a mini game the player interacts with. Yeah. It's not really done as much anymore. I don't know, I bet you the Spider-Man games still do stuff like that. I think a lot of devs have stopped doing that because of, like, accessibility, though. Damn, combat shotgun. I feel like I got all the pages here and in the previous zone. Maybe I could get that. I bet you I can unlock the Magnum by now. One of the VU girls was like a huge shit poster before she debuted, but she fell off of that pretty quick. So the problem with, like, being a massive shit poster in a corporate environment, right, is like a lot of shitposty stuff you want to do just kind of off the cuff, and like as a reaction in the moment. The quicker it is, the better. Emulate drill. Shitposter extraordinaire. But if you have to, like, get stuff approved, then it will be very easy for all of that to kind of, like, fall behind. You know? Not be as quick with it as you should be for a shitposter.
That should do it.
More phantoms? We're just gonna break the... What are you doing? Okay. That could be a lot worse, Darkness. You gotta step up your game. You'd say she's new, but VU just launched a new generation. We have another one, like, cooking up. I don't think this coolant's gonna work. It's definitely being fucked with by the Darkness. You first. Come here, big guy. This SMG rules. I've got to buzz myself in every single time. It's definitely one of the things that I'm kind of lacking in. I would be doing more shitposting and, like,
I released all the valves, Doctor.
Responsive stuff, but I don't, like, look at Twitter or Discord that often.
Yes, I believe you've got it sorted. It's working again. Nicely
And
done.
I don't have a set schedule, and I've got a lot of family stuff going on, so
Sounds like trouble. I don't think they're happy with our
it takes
success.
time to, like, you know, You sound happy about that. Oh shit, they really found a way in. No, this voice actor for this observation lady makes me want Barry back. I want everybody from the previous game to come back. The main game, rather. Woo! Like, mechanics of this one definitely feel better than the original. While still continuing. Whoa! The fuck did you come from? They're coming from everywhere.
Are you alright?
Oh, that just got all of them.
I'm
Nice.
sighted in now. I still have no idea what I'm looking at, but it's very strange indeed. Oh, where are my manners? Please, come on up. I'm sorry, I was distracted.
Okay, I say the voice acting so far is not as good as the base game, but for this being like an episode of the like Outer Limits style TV show that was in the previous game, it's actually kind of spot on. And that's cool.
Are we receiving the signal now?
Oh, yes.
Do we
it's
get
coming
signal?
Loud and clear. It's amazing. I'm not sure what it is yet, let alone where it's coming from, but it's interacting with our system somehow, like it was intended for us. But I don't understand how that could be.
Maybe that's just how the story goes.
What?
Never mind.
Don't worry about it. I wrote a story. We're in it.
However this is supposed to work.
I think the signal is incomplete somehow, but you should be getting a printout of it now.
Where's the printer?
What do you mean it's incomplete?
It's almost as if we're only getting a fragment of it.
I need the whole thing. This is important.
I'm sure it is, but this is all we're getting.
Did the man who looks like me get the whole thing?
He locked me out of the booth, so I have no way of knowing. But I can tell you that he didn't really seem to understand it.
So hopefully no. What did you find from the sky?
So,
I'm expecting just like a meme coming out of the
Doesn't make
printer.
any sense. The stars are just
Something deep fried.
they're wrong. I thought I'd be able to see something, but it's like I'm looking at a sky that's just it's not the right sky. But that's impossible.
I consider myself a rational man, Doctor. But this isn't a thing you can measure or explain. I've seen impossible things that have taught me just to roll with some punches. It's either that or go insane.
I find it disturbing that you sound like you're speaking from ample experience.
Yeah, you should read more Lovecraft.
A printout of a signal. It too is a weapon created by the Champion of Light. In its words, stirs a new reality. But it is incomplete.
It's one of my pages.
Yet, it provides a roadmap for the man to follow. A course that will lead him to a place where he may confront his enemy.
Are we just snapping to a new zone like that? Like immediately? This DLC moves pretty quick. Yeah, here we are.
Drive-in. Once the site of lurid celluloid fantasies.
Ham, a
it's now the
documentary.
site of an art exhibition. And yet, it's the search for closure rather than culture.
Samurai versus Conquistador. The return of Conquistador. Those are some pretty, like, old movie joke titles. Like, Samurai versus Conquistador just makes me think of, like... I guess Samurai versus Knights was always kind of a thing. Back when, like, ninjas versus pirates was popular. What are those subtitles? Who's saying that? What am I listening to? Someone's listening to Smut.
That's fantastic.
Careful, Alan.
Go away.
She's got dark
No,
goop coming off of her.
Not you. But gotta go. You know I'll do what you want.
Okay.
You were just with Scratch.
I love you so much. Did you know that love hurts? Are you gonna hurt me now? 'Cause you should.
Goddamn, lady.
Hey, you got darkness on the brain. I think I can help you if I can get...
I think the point is it's supposed to be a poor impression.
Turn the power back on. It's not allowed. You said.
So, where shouldn't I go so I don't turn the power back on? Accidentally.
Reverse psychology.
The big building on the other side of the drive-in, but it's locked.
Where's the key? Just so that I know to avoid it.
I definitely don't want that key.
It's on the wall next to the cash register. But you can't. You can't. Don't be bad.
Hey, no
The
problem.
line reads for
Go do
this.
some other stuff. Scout's honor.
What is the character motivation for this lady? All right, let me definitely not go find that key so I can not use it. Ooh, radio. Ooh, keys. All of the keys are the same keyring model.
And we're back with Old Gods of Asgard and their manager, Barry Wheeler. Guys, you're on your comeback tour.
This is literally the print off that we just had.
But you've also got a new single out, right? How'd that come about? Was it hard to go back into the studio after such a long time?
Are you kidding me? They were chomping at the bit. They were just itching to stretch those creative muscles. Now, it had been a while because, you know, they spent a lot of time in,
Retirement. We were retired.
We were?
Yeah.
You were in a mental institution.
We were at the lodge, and
We escaped. We were at the retirement,
retirement thing.
Yeah, yeah.
So, you know, really, once we got in the studio, things started happening. Now, the music has changed a little bit, and the boys were a little rusty, so it took us a while to find the right gear. But hey, once we got going, whew, boy, they kicked ass. And it's an awesome song. It's called Balance Slays the Demon.
Censorship AI.
Seriously, I think it's their finest work.
You get another, like, post eaten by YouTube? Because definitely the last thing I see is the Rod Sterling impression.
Well, this is my first time. I mean, they needed a little bit of guidance, you know what I mean? I mean, don't get me wrong. These guys are the best. But it's the 21st century, man. Things just sound a little different these days. So, you know, I kind of stepped in there, helped them make it sound all cool, kind of jazzed it up.
That sounds like a challenge.
Oh, no, it was really easy, man. I was just, you know, like, hey, give it a little zing, you know? Let's take it to another level so it really rips. You know, let's just throw some really sweet synths in. Like that, you know, just kicked it up a notch, but it's totally Old Gods.
Well, listeners, you can judge for yourselves. Here's Old Gods of Asgard and Balance Slays the Demon.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, that's way different. Barry, that's not just synths. That's a whole different genre. I mean, it sounds like she wanted a strong backhanded slap. Okay, that's more Old Gods. I'm imagining bitch slap got censored somehow.
Just try to stay calm. I've seen this kind of thing before. I think you're gonna be okay.
Why is it so hard to think?
You're actually way better off than Rose, or anyone that got kind of possessed from the last game.
I'm hoping it's not permanent.
Remember when you were here before, and you kissed me, and then everything got all dark? That was the best.
Look, just keep listening to that music.
Where did I go? Can you tell me that?
Oh, that's actually pretty good.
You don't need to go anywhere.
Pimp is banned.
And you're in my head.
That's definitely not one of my filters.
You should touch me again.
Not with a 10-foot pole, lady.
Stay the fuck away, thought.
The man has encountered this before. People whose integrity has been suborned by the insidious touch of the darkness.
Suborned is a pretty good word.
Himself, but merciful light burned away the darkness in his brain.
Ooh. Just the two of you? What's all over here was ammo. Sawed off. For 30, I definitely go back to the observatory. And the first place, probably. Is that an actual distinction?
Mr. Hero's here. You ready to say
Oh, hey, Scratch, in-game. I prefer you in, like, your real-life video cutscene form. You're gonna have to do a little bit better than that. The Darkness Witch Lady from the last game was a lot more threatening. I see. It is cheaper to get them down to their skinny base forms. There we go. Nice. Cactuses don't hurt. Have been over here at all? Hey, there's a page. That's exactly what I was just looking for.
The car seemed to sail through the crisp mountain air in slow motion, spinning around one axis almost lazily. The moment was hypnotic. Then it struck the pipeline in a shower of sparks, the impact turning the windshield into a burst of safety glass. As it hit the ground, I snapped out of my reverie. The car was rolling downhill, slowing down as every bump killed momentum, but still coming. The fence wouldn't be enough to stop it.
It sounds like I'm in a car rather than a car being thrown at me, which is kind of like the first impression I got. I always thought... I didn't know there was an actual distinction between those two. I guess it makes sense. If I think about it enough. Hello! I don't know, I kind of like my rifle. How much ammo do you have? Crossbow bolts can pierce the darkness that protects enemies even without using the flashlight first. Ooh, really? Is there like a big dude around here? I'd like to test this out, but not on tiny guys. Especially when I got 9mm ammo right here. We'll try this out. I can always come back for the rifle. It's always nice to see new weapons, but that's also kind of like a really... I feel like that's an old game design thing, right? What's the big difference in... Like, what's new in the DLC? Well, there's new guns. They're different. Yeah, okay. That's something. Like, the combat and weapons and experience... Like, the combat experience in this game are not, like, the main reasons you play it. Looking for a little question mark on the minimap, but nothing. Alright. Let's keep going. I feel like there's a lot of... I haven't been to too many drive-thrus, granted. I've been to like 2. But I feel like there's a lot of bullshit and shrubbery in the middle of this lot. Checkpoint. I'm supposed to go down there. For sure.
gonna shit yourself when you realize what I have done. Shut up!
Go away. You're much cooler in, like, real-life video form. Don't start popping in for little one-liners. Give me, like, weirdo Twin Peaks videos. Ooh, shit. Damn. There's one that's still open near you, but you've never been. There's one around here that's been. Oh, I don't even have 20 yet. I figure between the 3 areas, I've got 20. Right, and these are only 3 areas, I bet. How many pages do I have total? Wow, only 13. Take one of those. Oh, you're crossbow ammo now. 22 shots is pretty alright. If you are at least as powerful as the rifle and can hit people through the darkness, then that's pretty okay. This is a tight quarters combat field that's not really active yet. No pages either. Ooh, one maybe. Too close. Here we go. When your party went to way back when, got turned into a church or like a parking lot or something. The one that's around here is still active.
She smiles and the darkness lifts.
But it's like the only one in town
I've tried things
that I know of.
never would. I've never really minded if it's made me feel like a fool. She's a photographer, and the world she sees through her lenses is unique and beautiful. She has the vision. She sees things others don't and knows how to make them visible to everybody. She did it with me, too. She teased out things I was only vaguely aware of. She always saw me in the best possible light.
She touched the places I didn't even know. Alan Wake over here fighting for his freak. Gotta love it. That's wholesome. Yeah, we gotta go in the building for sure. Can I get in? No. Okay. Should I just go backwards? Nah, here we go. I do feel like he can run a lot more than the previous game, which is great. Because, like, it made sense as a writer that he was not athletic, but it was also annoying to play. It's about time he wrote himself some more stamina. Okay, I see you, ammo cabinet.
Okay, I should be able to figure this out.
Do I have to hit him in the right order? Maybe just all 3. Didn't Doesn't seem to change anything. Ooh. Ooh. Full on flashbangs? We gotta be using that then. There it goes. Pure guesswork. You. Alright, crossbow's pretty good. Unless it knocked him back into one of these things. Which did, like, completely fuck them over in the last game. That could be it. Oh. I see. It's temporary. Timed. Gotcha, gotcha. That's pretty easy. Let me get that checkpoint. Uh-huh. Ooh. Kind of didn't expect it to flow diagonal like. Gimme. This is not how electrical plants work. Like, arking's a thing, sure, but that's a little ridiculous.
You have no idea how badly you're screwed. It's gonna be a blast to watch you find out.
Scratch, I think you might be full of yourself. Is that a fucking darkness grenade? Nah. I might be a little screwed if they start using darkness grenades. Won't lie. Did I see something shiny up here on the... Oh, no, it's that thing, which I can't open yet. Okay. I can afford the Magnum way back in the starting area, and that's about it. Okay, he still gets tired running uphill. I guess that's fair. Thought you were one of the guys that split. As long as there's no one behind me. Nice. That's just the same video from before, though. Which, I mean, fine, was a pretty good angle. Scratch was having fun with that camera. And that's a thing you love to see. Fair. Who would I call? Barry's not in this reality right now. That's great. It's like a little too good, actually. Maybe I shouldn't free aim it. Okay. Hi. You don't quite have the jump scare power that you had in the previous game. Not yet, at least.
Nice. It's so nice in the dark. I can smell you.
At least she had fun with her lines, right? saw you.
My writer's block got worse. I didn't sleep much anymore. My life with Alice seemed like a constant fight. I was a wreck. Alice took steps. She booked a vacation in Bright Falls, a small town in Washington. It was supposed to be a chance to break out of the cycle I was in. She didn't know about the darkness in Cauldron Lake.
I mean, neither did you. Though the people who live there kind of seem to know about it. You, just stay right there. What am I looking for? There's my light switch. No, it's fine.
No, don't. Oh, it's not. It's you. Did.
That was really
you help
quick.
me?
Looks like you're feeling better now.
Yes, I am.
What a quick transition.
Thank you so much. I don't know what happened. There was.
I think you know what happened and liked it.
Before you say anything, I know I look like him, but I'm not.
Don't worry. You just don't feel anything like he does. He was in my head. I feel like I need to take 50 showers.
Fair. Big
That
fair.
asshole wanted to get into the projector booth. He was talking about fixing things so the sun never comes up. God, it didn't seem that weird when he was saying it. It sounded really good at the time.
You weren't yourself. The projector booth. That sounds about right. I need to get in there.
I have the access code for the door. Here.
Excellent.
I'm just glad you showed up now. He said he'd be back after he'd arranged for some security.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go deal with that. What else
You
happened?
up to telling me what's going on here?
We have an art exhibition here, supposed to open tomorrow. I'm the curator. My name's Serena Valdivia.
Alan Wake.
Holy shit, it is you. I mean, I've seen you on the big screen. I know your wife.
You know Alice?
I mean, I'm in here toting a flashlight and an
We
SMG.
have a film from her here. What the hell happened to you?
I understand not recognizing me. You know, I'm working on that.
Oh, God, yeah, sorry. It's quite a coincidence that you're here. She made this short film. I mean, she shot it years ago. You're in it. It's a part of the exhibition.
I'm in a film?
Yeah, it's like... I mean, it's just footage she shot of you at some point, but she turned it into this thing. It's, almost like a memorial of sorts, because, you know, you're supposed to be dead. Or something.
Have you seen Alice?
How's Alice? Is she alright?
She's okay, I guess, all things considered. I know her pretty well. You're really Alan? I can't believe you're here. Nobody knows what happened to you. But there are people who say they've seen you.
That wasn't me. He just looks the same. Like, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, you ran into
That
the guy.
guy's a lot more slimy. The thought
He's
of him
great.
makes me- I hate him, but there's something about him. God, he's so creepy. Anyway, you're not like him.
Look, in 10 years, everybody's gonna love that guy.
You can stop him.
All right. To the projector booth. No real surprise there. Come here, Scratch. Trying to muck with a film my wife made? Alan only has 2 motivations. One of that is, well, I guess 3. I'm a writer, fuck the darkness, and I need my wife back. Yeah, I think a fat... Jeez, that escalated quickly. Come here. Where'd the other one go? Getting big spook energy for just 2 mooks. Oh, okay. You're not a heavy. You just have a heavy weapon. Come here, come here, come here. Destroy the dark fountains. I was right to point my light over here. Man, one of them's... I don't even... Oh, okay, it's not up yet. No wonder. That goes down real fast. Uh-oh. I love that these enemies are just dudes in overalls. Country bumpkins. Oh, nice. Ooh, another page. Ooh, piece of candy. Give me that. We can stop to read this real quick.
It's been 2 years since I came here. Being that long without Alice breaks my heart. And I know it broke hers.
That is a big jump in
She
time.
thinks I'm dead. How could I blame her for that? It would be a crime to pretend that she owes me anything. She took all the stupid, self-indulgent bullshit I brought into her life and still stood by me. Still loved me. It's no betrayal. But I'm a better person now than I used to be. I want to be that person with her.
Are you? You've done nothing but, like, run around with a flashlight and a gun shooting at darkness for 2 years. I don't know if that makes someone a better person. Can I just... And you're gone? Easy. Easy game. Get flashbanged. Speaking of which, I have, like, a bunch of flashbangs I've never used. Haven't felt the need to yet. Maybe I should have played on hard.
The champion of light can feel the fragment of the signature
Every
in his
time.
pocket, the weapon that can change what will be. It's incomplete, but it's all he has.
Oh shit, do we get mini games? Give me a mini game. It was late at night. The summer was almost over. That doesn't seem like things I can change? Maybe I wait because it's like dusk, but not late at night yet. Okay, we can use the arcade cabinet. That's cool. You're not really starred. Yo. Damn, Alan, get better at this. Or, you know, whoever's playing this. You are super losing, player. Oh. Okay. Oh. Yeah. I mean, can I make it later? There we go. And then... Okay. Late summer night. Everything's all fucky. I mean, I matched the manuscript, I think. Hell yeah.
You've been up to
More of
something,
these,
haven't
please.
you? Too bad it's not gonna do any good. I'm a better you than you ever will be, and I've got all the time in the world. Everything you've got's going to be mine. Your life. Your wife! What are you gonna do about it? The sun's never coming up now. I can keep
So
this
Twin
up
Peaks it
forever.
hurts.
Show yourself! Whatever you say, buddy.
Every time. Every time. Just a splash of darkness. That's the exact same scene we saw before. Are we gonna wake back up out by the gas station and
rush
oil
of
field?
Darkness is unstoppable. Time itself twists and tears, sweeping the champion of light back with its dark currents.
Maybe. Huh. Man, Alan, just like, point the light in your own face.
The world, but now he sees the trap for what it is. a maze that loops back into itself.
I'm here again. They sent me back.
But it's even darker than before. You have Space Marine AI covers? I haven't seen that at all, but that sounds amazing. My favorite Warhammer-related stuff right now. I'm not on Facebook anymore, but I'm still in like a chat group with a bunch of friends that I know. And every once in a while, they'll share... what's it called? Warhammer 40k sad posting stuff. And it's just, you know, like images of cool Space Marines or Chaos Marines or Tyranids with massive, massive walls of text that's like almost like a continuous story of some dude being a total dork in his office. Just like being a hyper incel, but like a sad incel, not an angry incel. Woo! Don't know how I dodged that. And so it's just like a photo of a blood marine with like a story of someone failing at hitting on a girl at work. Whoever is running that account and making that shit, like, bravo.
I'm trapped in the darkness.
I think the only AI stuff I get is like those AI shorts.
Travel back into the world
They're just people dancing.
And he loves to rub my face in it. At first, he was just an echo in the darkness, a flicker beyond the edge of my vision. Now he started showing himself, getting bolder all the time, telling me what a great time he's having in the world while I'm stuck here, and what he plans to do, especially to Alice. All the moves I have left are dangerous and desperate. I have no choice. I have to hunt him.
Yeah, it's the only move you have, really. Must take the fight to Scratch. Find Emma. Yo, she's not dead. Hell yeah. Oh, it's onto the page. I don't even have to burn the darkness off of you. Nice. No, little German boy, don't go towards the Black Templars. I don't know enough about the Black Templars. Sounds bad, though.
I don't make friends
like
easily.
Most things in Warhammer 40k.
I know plenty of people, but I don't let most of them close. I've known Barry Wheeler ever since we were little boys. We had the time of our lives. I'd get us in trouble, and he'd talk us out of it. Things haven't changed that much now that we're grown-ups. He's the most loyal and dependable person I've ever met, and all the things that count anyway. You could call him a weasel, and you wouldn't be entirely wrong.
He's definitely a
Call him
weasel.
a clown, and I would reluctantly agree.
Not even reluctantly.
He has never let me down.
Yeah, Barry's pretty good. I like Barry as a character a lot, actually. Can I go get that Magnum now? If you're alive, you can wait a moment. There are definitely pages that are here that weren't here before. Maybe behind? It's too close to Emma. Let me go get this Magnum. Favorite Space Marine is Pippa Pipkin, head of Nurgle. Yeah, I watched that Sheena stream where they were deciding, like, what Chaos God every single different phase member would be. Give me that shit. Yeah, way less ammo. I don't care. If this one-shots people like I think it will, super worth it. Especially if I keep getting free ammo all over the place.
Emma? You here?
It's in here? But I can't unlock these doors. That's the exact same doors locked sound from the base game. Welcome back. How you feeling?
Wow, it is you. I guess all of it really happened.
You remember me?
Kind of. I felt weird all day, like I could almost remember a dream I had, and then just before sunset, I remembered the page.
Yeah. I'm going to have to go get those things again.
Not all of them. I went out and got them. Well, most of them. I felt stupid at first, but then it was getting dark, and those things started showing up, and one of them made off with the battery. It ran into the railroad tunnel. There was no way I was gonna follow him in there. Sorry.
It's good you did.
Yeah, you'd need like a flashlight or something.
I mean, really careful.
Please don't die this time.
I remember something. Something bad happened to me, didn't it?
Yeah.
It doesn't have to happen again, okay? Just do what I say.
Yeah, okay. God, this is too weird. Am I going crazy here? Just go get that battery.
This is a time loop. The dialogue is so stilted
Try to stay calm.
in comparison to the base game,
We're caught in a time loop. That's why this is happening again.
but it's also why you're alive.
God, I feel like I might just lose it any second now. How come you're not freaking out over this?
Oh, you know, it's kind of normal now.
So weird shit-o-meter, this just doesn't rate.
Look, I know something happened to me before.
You're gonna be okay if you just keep cool. Okay?
Look, pick up that gun. That'll help a lot.
Just the battery. That'll save time.
Oh my god, yes, that's so much ammo. Almost 20
Night Springs
pages.
Doesn't exist. It's a fictional town from the TV show I used to work on.
Uh-huh.
It was Any Place USA.
Well,
a place we used
Midwest
as a backdrop
USA.
for whatever strange story we had that week. One of the stories I wrote for the show involved a man, the champion of light, fighting his evil double, the herald of darkness. It was something I'd written back in the real world, something I had a link to, a framework I could build on. I had adapted it into a new story. This story.
Mm-hmm. It's very, well, I mean, if you were just getting started as a writer, I guess that's all right. It's very basic of you, Alan. Yeah, this is all, like, just rifle ammo, shotgun ammo, or crossbow ammo. Pistol, submachine gun, or magnum ammo, all in one box.
Well, this should be perfectly safe.
Yeah, it looks great. I'm expecting more spiders. Keeping an eye on my mini map for pages. Only need one more, and then we can get the sawed-off shotgun. Okay, that's all right. This is gonna be a lot of spiders, isn't it?
Now I just need
Perfect time for a flare or a flashbang. Fuck off, all of you. I'm stuck on. Wow. Guess what? I have a hard answer for that. That is like quite a lot of spiders. Oh shit. Gimme. Okay. Sounds like more spiders bursting out of the ground. Oh god, don't get tired. You're all behind me, right? It's almost like my passive, like going over them, also damages them. Ooh. Yes, please. Okay, I got that battery. Now seriously, don't die.
Okay, I'll charge it.
I don't know what you're charging the battery with.
Try not to get killed.
Same goes to you.
Okay, I'm gonna take care of this. Try to stay calm.
Look, what if you stay here with me, please?
I'm sorry, but if I don't deal with this, no one else will.
Yeah, I guess. It's just that this is getting really creepy.
You have already died
This is
once.
real, but I don't understand any of it. I'm getting scared. I can't believe you're so calm.
He's apparently been doing this for years.
But I've had a lot of time to get used to it. That helps. The guy who looks like me is the reason this is happening. I caught up with him, but he swept me back here.
Back in time.
Yeah, it's a trap. We'll be doing this forever unless I can break out of it.
How are you gonna do that?
I'm working on it. I came prepared, but things got kind of scrambled when I arrived. I'm tracking down the things I need.
Yeah, well, feel free to climb back into your DeLorean or whatever it is you do.
That would be nice. Though honestly, removing the car sections of the game is fine. Yeah, I'm maxed out. And you know what? The bird enemies being totally different, I'm super fine with that. Honestly, way cooler. Damn, 8 shots. I feel like that hit both of them. Hell yeah. This thing rules.
Well, here we go again. Better get ready to run.
How am I going to change anything, though? If I'm just doing the same stuff, I mean. Okay, let's get. Oh, I never made the oil flow. Satellite go down. That seems like a bad thing. We should maybe try to stop that somehow. But I don't know how. Thing's impact would cause so much more damage. And then that explodes. Ooh, more resistance this time. Damn. You're not peeled yet. You're still dark. That's satisfying. Still not quite as cool as the control gun, but satisfying. Can I pick up ammo from right here? Nice.
Should be in trouble. Better hurry.
Right. I'm working on it. Like, this whole fucking building should be gone. Ow! It gets worse, is what I'm saying. I should, like, give her a flare. Oh, you know. What? Mashing dodge. Got tons of flares. May as well use them. Ooh, 2 in 1. Nice. Emma?
It's okay. It's safe now.
Honestly, just get yourself a flashlight and a gun.
Bad feeling about all of this.
Yeah, you probably should,
Those
actually.
keys to the diner now. There's a motel key there that I have to get.
Oh, hey, you don't have to do that. I have the motel master key. I work for the same company, you know. What's at the motel?
Well, there's a dead guy. He's got something I need to get into the Mount Redtooth Observatory.
God, that's awful. Hey, you wanted to know about the guy who looked like you, didn't you?
Sure, yeah.
Last time you said he had a party, but you didn't go.
No, that's not true. I did go. It was really great at first, and then I didn't see it myself, but I hear he turned nasty. He hurt a bunch of guys pretty bad, and there was this girl, she died. But I didn't hear about that until afterwards. I thought that he was so charming.
And then he went to the diner.
That's right. I wasn't involved with that at all. I don't know what happened.
Fine. I need to check out these motel rooms. In the meantime, you stay here, okay? I'm serious. Keep the lights on and stay here.
Yeah, okay. You got it. I sure hope you're right about this.
We're just repeating everything that, like, led to her death last time, though.
Stay here this time, right?
Because the last time I didn't, and that thing, whatever it is, happened to me.
Actually, you stayed here last time, and it didn't matter.
Don't worry, I'm gonna stay put. I don't remember what happened exactly, but I learned my lesson.
Good. It doesn't have to happen exactly the same way this time around. You proved that much when you went out and got those things for me. I think you're gonna be okay.
You should still get, like, a gun and some flares and lights and shit. You really should. Fuck, immediately.
Fate haunts Emma Sloan and fills her with dread. This time, she does as she's told. It's not enough to save her.
We're gonna have to do this again and get you to come with us or something. Can I go in these now? Now that I have the master key? Get all my pages?
Alice
20.
and Barry, my wife and my best friend, are easily the two most important people in my life.
They're the only other
and they've never really gotten along
side
with each other.
characters.
I suppose both of them resent the other's intrusions into what they considered their domain. After I was gone, they maintained an uneasy truce. My book stayed in print, still selling, the licensing machine churned away. She was my wife and controlled the intellectual property. He was my agent and took care of the business. I wish they found more common ground than that.
Yeah, that seems like a... I mean, it's good for both of them, but that seems like an annoying relationship. Can't go into all of them. But I can explore different motel rooms these times. We're going to do this again. And hopefully save her the third time. Keys for the observatory, but... I guess it went away. There was another star. Shit, I may have just fucked up. Time to go.
It's said that nobody knows what the future might bring. But for this man, it's no longer entirely true. A weaker man might simply give up, but the champion of light is an expert on destiny. Sometimes the puppet and puppeteer can be one and the same.
Man, that sign in the background was totally not getting shaded. We're really not shaken up about Emma's death.
Mount Redtooth, its top littered with man-made eyes that stare into the endless depths of space. Tonight, the champion of light will depend on them to pick out a message from the ether.
I'm getting so much FF14 bleed over. Alan Wake, Warrior of Light.
As history repeats itself, the man remembers the patterns. He knows that he needs the missing part for the telescope.
That's where the camera should be.
Let's go around this way this time. I never went over here. Gimme. Oh shit. God God, that's good.
As a storyteller, my first...
I've got
real
3 pages I
was
haven't read
crime.
here.
And it was in that genre that I finished my first novel, starring the perpetually miserable Alex Casey.
Not
Some
Max
life is a
Payne.
wound that never healed. The books sold as fast as they hit the shelves. I wrote 5 more Alex Casey books, and they all were bestsellers. I became rich. I became famous. Success brought pressure, and I didn't handle it very well.
Sounds about right.
The spiders aren't really the work of the enemy. They're a side effect. A part of the dark place's less significant fauna that has managed to slip through the opening I made when I arrived. Less an animal than an idea that has assumed the form of an animal. Makes them no less dangerous, but at least they're a little easier to deal with. The darkness doesn't protect them like the Taken, and thus they can be destroyed by either light or bullets right away.
Convenient.
The atmosphere in the projection booth at the drive-in was charged, almost unreal. Despite that, the air felt cool and refreshing this late at night. It'd been a hot day. The summer was nearing its end, but it wasn't over yet.
In August? Summer around here, and like especially in Arizona, does not end in August. There's another page around here somewhere. Yeah.
When Dr. Rachel Meadows got the call from Michael, telling her to hurry to the observatory, she didn't waste any time. It had been a nice party. She'd had a good time, but her social life would always play second fiddle to the mysteries of space. Michael never showed up,
That
of course.
fits.
He pulled over at the wrong rest stop. She never even thought about him at the time. The phenomenon in the sky above her was too fascinating.
That also fits. She's not a very personable person. Give me that. I'll be back later. Okay, battery time. Mm-hmm. Oh, I thought that was a splitter at first. Let's get away from that grenade. This isn't where the battery was last time.
There are places where our world is worn thin, and another reality brushes against ours. One such site is Cauldron Lake near Bright Falls, Washington. But there are others. That other reality is dark, vast, and malleable, always in flux. In its depths dwell vast forces and alien energies. They're dangerous. But in one of these places, if you know how, you can channel the power of that place and use it to shape reality.
Too bad I don't have a typewriter with me. What are you? We do have 15. But, like, the crossbow's really good, though. I kind of like all my one-shot gear. I bet you the hunting rifle would also one-shot most things. Your car's in a different spot. Like, it's the same car. That's why we're going in a different direction.
The darkness rose from the depths of Cauldron Lake and took Alice. It needed words. It needed me to write its way into our world. She was leverage, a hostage. I complied, but with a twist. I put in a loophole that gave me a chance to fight back. I was hunted by shadowy enemies, but I faced the darkness. I fought it with light. I drove it back. I saved Alice, but it came with a cost. I was trapped in the dark place below Cauldron Lake.
Yeah, okay. This is not happening, like, alongside the original game. It's definitely all after and continuing. Alright, fair. Fair enough, game. Okay. That's fine. Nice. Damn, you
I've seen
reload
the enemy,
quick.
and it's me. I've faced dark horrors before, things that live in the unimaginable pressures of the world beyond our own. Sometimes they masquerade as humans. That's what ultimately lurks inside Mr. Scrooge. He's every mean-spirited tabloid story about me, an evil caricature, a creature formed in that vague territory of misconceptions, half-truths, and the dark imagination of people who heard a story about me. An urban legend made flesh, a serial killer, my dark half, brought to life by the power of Cauldron Lake.
Not quite Twin Peaks, but still pretty similar. Right, Rachel, or whatever your name was. Damn. Right in front of me. Huge whiff. All right, there we go. Hello.
How dare you? No, wait. It isn't you, is it?
Hey, you remember.
I suppose you'd better come in. I'll unlock the door.
Thanks.
Kind of, sort of remember. Where's this ammo? There's ammo on them. Well, there's stuff in here. Different video? Yeah?
I know what you're thinking. Evil twin, supernatural powers. But most of the time, I just like to keep things basic. I want you to understand that. Like this.
These fun little tools.
Need to get your hands dirty? No batteries, no moving parts, just physics. That's technology you can depend on. It's a classic. Speaking of classics, you need to be careful with this one, though. If the victim suddenly twists, you might end up cutting yourself. It's not really a workhorse, but I'm a sucker for this style. Now this is more like it. You've got slip-resistant grip. Believe me, you really want that traction once your wrist.
I really like my knives. They're cool and
The
edgy.
blade's stiff enough so it won't open by accident in your pocket, but it's still really easy to open with just one hand. Now that's a big thing for me.
I love the utility of my
I know what you're
stabbies.
thinking. It's too big, too heavy. But sometimes you just need the extra oomph. If you're talking intimidation, this is gonna do the job. Also great for dismemberings and whatnot. You know.
I mean, there's an axe right there, mate. And a saw.
I can't tell you how many things I've MacGyvered with this stuff.
And there's a name I haven't heard in a while.
Okay, now, guns. Not a big fan. I mean, how are you supposed to really connect with somebody with a bullet?
Classic hyper-stereotypical serial killer talk.
I want you to understand that.
Like movie serial killer, though.
Pride in what I do.
I love my idle animations just completely looking away from the screen. Like, I go up and start the video and don't pay attention to it at all.
You'll have to forgive me, but this feels very strange. It seems like this has all happened before.
You're not even wrong.
Replacement part for your telescope, Doctor.
All right. Let's get it installed.
Hopefully we don't have to mess with the coolant again, because that would just feel like padding. It is nice that, like, they're doing a loop thing and clearly cutting out a lot of the fluff.
I think we can give this a go, although I have this strange feeling that something will
Don't
go
start
wrong.
it up yet. There's a problem with the coolant system.
Damn it, I
Yes,
had to open my
that's
mouth.
Right. I remember. All right, let me think. If they're sabotaging it, they'll be at the primary coolant pipe outside. If you can secure it, we should be ready to pick up the signal. That is why you're here, isn't it?
Yes, it is. I'll take care of it.
Before you go, if you have the time, I'd appreciate if you came up here and explained a few things. All of this is very strange to me.
Okay, alright. Let's go get some dialogue. It's nice that Alan's not the only one who recognizes the weirdness. I mean, he wasn't in the original either. Like, the townsfolk always talked about weird things going on, but we're now in, like, a weird TV episode timeline loop, where the episode's on repeat, but we're trying to change it.
Hello.
I don't quite know what's going on, but I seem to remember having had this encounter before.
It's not deja vu, Doctor. This has happened before. We're caught in a time loop.
That's utterly insane. How could that be?
I can't really explain it. I suppose I could call it magic.
I don't believe in magic.
Yeah, well, darkness haunts this place, so believe what you want.
Listen, what matters now is the signal. The last time we only caught a part of it. I need the rest of it. Whether you believe me or not, you want to look into this as much as I do, right?
Yes. All right.
I realize that you have trouble believing this.
As anyone
That's an
should.
understatement. I can't deny that what you say resonates with me on some level I don't pretend to understand. But for all I know, I'm simply delusional.
But it's not just you.
Yeah, it's not
I've
that.
experienced the same thing as you. Doesn't that prove something, at least?
Maybe.
Right, we went through the
On the
delusional
other
arc.
hand, given your appearance and the fact that you're trying to convince me that I'm not insane, perhaps you're merely a hallucination that accompanies my delusions.
You're not having a psychotic episode, Doctor. For what it's worth, I'm a skeptic by nature. I completely understand your reluctance to believe me.
There are people caught so deep in their psychosis that they retroactively manufacture memories and beliefs that conform to the situation at hand.
That's true, but
You
again,
have to stop
I've been through the
second-guessing
Insane
yourself or
Asylum
something,
episode.
if you want to get something done.
We've been through that episode, and like Barry was there for us because he's cool and dresses up in Christmas lights to fight the darkness. Man, I love Remedy just like having fun with their own ideas. That's like half the reason I want to get through this and then replay Control before Alan Wake 2, because Control really has fun with itself. Okay, I should go down. Alan, breathe. Oh, come on. So I can get down here but not up. There. Can I shoot you through the fence? Hell yeah. What? Whoa, what was that? I feel like that guy died before I shot him. Come here, come here, come here. Damn. Magnum does work. In the front of this thing.
These beings hate the light, am I correct? You should be able to turn on the lights and secure the area that way.
Doctor, can you hear me? I think we're good to go.
All right. I'll start looking for the signal. Please, head back.
On my way. Definitely not going the way I came. Darkness, still trying to sabotage stuff. That's fine. That's less fine.
I guess they didn't like that.
You think? Woo!
Mountain's trying to kill me.
It's always been trying to kill me. That's not a thing I can flashlight away. That is. Ow! Where's the other one? You. Scratch, you poor imitator. Uh-oh. Ooh. I mean, maybe I can go around, though. Maybe not. I really could have done a more focused job on trying to, like, destroy the pipes, though. Which it kind of hasn't done, thankfully. No, I needed that light. Don't take away my fucking recovery checkpoints, like, 2 feet before I get to them. Hi. Didn't hear you at all. Oh shit, hi. Got ourselves a welcoming party. Okay. Gimme.
The Taken may well be the tool the darkness favors over any other. At some point, they used to be human, but whatever humanity they once had is long gone. Now they're just shells covered and filled by darkness. The Taken Mr. throws at me are more grotesque and varied than the ones I first encountered in Bright Falls. But I know how to deal with them. I'd be lying if I said they don't frighten me. But I've survived worse. I can't let them stop me.
They're not really worse than the ones we fought in Bright Falls. And our flashlight's way better. I feel like I'm going to have to come back through here like a third time. With all the pages I don't have yet. I guess they did learn to use grenades. That's kind of impressive. I don't even know what the grenaders are supposed to be. Okay, I want my page. There we go.
Stories come naturally to us.
Oh, here's some Neil Gaiman stuff.
There are many different worlds, many competing realities within our heads,
Neil Gaiman.
fueled by books, television, even barely remembered childhood tales. There's an endless supply of fictional concepts more familiar to us than anything or anyone real. We have a far greater connection to the fictional characters we know and love than the random people we pass on the street. Our destinies and inspirations are shaped by lies, myths, and fables.
Yeah, that's straight up Sandman, American Gods logic right there. Which, hey, those are pretty good. Thank you, thank you. This light doesn't heal me at all, but we'll deal with it.
It's working. Please, come up here.
I feel like this DLC wants to feed you all the pages, so I feel like I'm only halfway through it. Because I'm definitely nowhere near 40 or 50 pages yet.
I don't think it's quite the same thing we had the last time. Still, we're definitely picking it up.
Are we getting the complete signal now?
I'm afraid not.
Yeah.
Look at it yourself. I'm printing out a hard copy now. I'd like to ask you a question or two before that, though, if you don't mind.
That's super fair.
What's on your mind, Doctor?
Most people would find these events extremely disturbing, provided that they survive these creatures, that is. You seem to be quite adept at dealing with the situation. Why is that?
You know, experience.
Yes. I was involved in... It's a complex story. I was in this small town, and a horrible thing from another dimension kidnapped my wife and manipulated me into writing this horror story that came true. I learned to fight it with light, and I managed to contain it and free my wife. But I was trapped in its world.
Are you serious?
Absolutely.
There's very little reason to lie.
Reality working in strange or even impossible ways. And I fought these things, not exactly like this, but close enough for a good while now. Of course, I have certain advantages.
Like being the
Is
writer.
there anything else?
What did you mean when you said you have advantages?
At the risk of sounding like a lunatic, reality is much more fluid than people think. It can be influenced.
I didn't take you for a mystic.
I'm not. I'm a writer. And under certain conditions, I can...
Do you know
for lack
Alan
of
Wake is a
better word,
writer?
rewrite reality. Change things.
That's absurd.
But it works.
Assuming I believe this, why don't you simply, I don't know, write yourself some superpowers?
Right?
It's not quite that simple. You need to follow certain laws of drama, I suppose. You need to think about consistency and symbolism. Often what you write isn't anywhere near as important as what you imply. There are things out there that will take advantage of your mistakes.
You really believe in this?
It's what
Look
he's
at you like that.
experienced.
You've experienced some of this yourself.
I will gladly admit that something exceedingly strange is going on. But this idea that you're somehow altering reality with your writing is ridiculous. You're essentially saying you're controlling my actions. Leaving aside the rational arguments against this, what gives you the right?
Well,
Fucking nothing.
It's more like having a destiny. A path you're on. You're not aware of it, but there it is. If somebody changes it, what difference does it make? It's what every writer does. If you write something that affects one of the characters, they don't really know about that.
I'm not a character. Are you saying that it's all right to take advantage of someone if they aren't aware of it?
Look, all I meant was that
Shit, that is kind of what he was
all
implying.
your own decisions, and those decisions lead to whatever destiny you have. What practical difference does it make?
I suppose that depends on whether our destinies are determined by things like physics and probabilities, or natural reality, which is presumably neutral and impartial, or by some kind of an intelligence. If it's the latter,
Like Alan
that
being the
intelligence
author.
makes choices based on some criteria. If we suffer as a result of those choices, there's a moral and ethical element involved, regardless of whether we're aware of its manipulations. Wouldn't you agree?
You're suddenly a philosopher.
You're taking this very well. I thought you'd be hangry.
I suppose I would be if I thought you could actually do this.
Fair enough.
Another printout. Another signal fragment. The message is still not complete, but it's another piece of the weapon he has built against his adversary. Mere words on a piece of paper, but in the right hands, they will hold back the darkness.
Smash cut to the drive-in. Man, I haven't listened to At the Drive-In in a while. That's a pretty good band.
The last time the man came to the
Movies are all
drive-in,
the same.
it did not end well. He hopes to avoid that fate this time. He hopes that what he has brought with him to this place is enough.
The only difference I've brought is bigger guns. Let's go find our...
Serena's probably out of her mind again. But I'm gonna need that key so I can get the power back on.
You again?
I'm really just here to get the keys so I can get the power back on.
Do you want to hold me down? It's okay. I know you like that.
Yeah, I'll just grab the
Back
keys.
off.
I could be like your wife. Little wifey.
Don't say wifey.
Staying home for hubby. Or you could be the mailman. Or the neighbor.
I'm already married to someone who isn't crazy, thanks. I'm just gonna go and get the power back on.
Aww.
Look, I may
You'll
or
thank
may
me
not be
later.
back.
Probably.
I have the access code to the booth already, so once the power is on,
You should totally come see me. We could have fun. You know.
Man, Scratch,
We'll see how it
you need to
goes.
stop leaving your fan fiction all over the place. Give me that. I didn't check the radio in the last chapter. Is this the same?
But I see we have a caller. Hey, you're on the air with Eddie. What's up?
Different.
Hey, Eddie, it's Ricky. You talked about fate before. You think about that a lot?
Damn, I missed it.
Not, to be honest, but I take it you do.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Any conclusions you'd care to share, Ricky?
Well, we've got free will, right? That's in the Bible and everything.
Yeah, right, sure.
Do you really?
Free will, right? Am I right? I mean, if we can do what we want, how can there be fate? I mean, you don't know what's going to happen next, so there's no fate. There's just people doing stuff.
Well, I don't know, Ricky. I don't suppose you have considered the possibility that we're all here in the service of a greater purpose.
This dude's...
And that what we take to be freedom is nothing more than the move of a pawn on some cosmic...
Yeah, his voice slowly bleeding over into the narrator. That's cool.
To the whims of unseen players.
Yeah, still streaming. It's late, but whatever. I've got Thanksgiving tomorrow, but I'm all set up for it. It's almost 3 a.m. on my side.
Elsewhere. Could it be that such is life in Night Springs?
Dude, what?
Correct response.
Food for thought.
Yeah, shit is... Reality is kind of bleeding around here. You should sit down or something.
Sit down or something. Try to stay calm.
I don't want to be calm. I want to be nasty. I want to be nasty with you.
God, Alan, write better characters.
Do anything you want. You can use my...
Let's not even go there. I was hoping that you'd remember more, but I guess that was too much to ask.
Can't burn away her darkness. Okay.
Are you getting it yet, genius?
You're not doing a very good job here, Scratch. Can I open you up now? I can. But again, the crossbow is just, like, so good. And I've got all the light power I need. There's gotta be more pages around here this time, though, right? Oh, I see one by the projection screen. Gotta reuse that asset. Oh god, that is like right on top of me. Sure. Damn. Go away, Crow. You were waiting for Party Finder filled? What are you trying to run? I never did do that.
It's obvious that for all his power,
Golbez
Mr.
Savage.
is an agent of
I want
another
that sword,
greater
though.
being. The dark place he came from is full of terrible alien intelligences, dark presences, and none of them should be let loose in our world. He serves one of them. He'll open the way for them if I don't stop him. But he'll do more. He'll take over my life. He already has my face. He already uses my name. He'll become Alan Wake in every way imaginable and corrupt everything, unless I can stop him.
Ah, just Alliance Raid. I kind of like the new Alliance Raid. It's a little easy, though, huh? Still, they gave people... Well, I really like Lin Lane. That's a good fight. Ah. And 30.
I have changed. I know who I am now. I know that I can write my own fate. Bright Falls taught me that. I know that indulging my weaknesses, giving in to fear and complacency will only drag me down. The Dark Place taught me that.
You done with Golbez Extreme? Nice.
I've not attained enlightenment.
I haven't been playing in the last couple of weeks.
Let go of the things that
Maybe
I
just
don't
1 week.
need. I know that without that balance within, I become my own worst enemy. Now I strive for equilibrium. And
That's a
with
hell of
that,
a fight, though.
I'm strong enough to get where I want.
I've watched videos on it. I should try to, like, get some guild people together to do it. I want that Dark Knight sword, man. It looks pretty good. Another TV. I didn't look at this one at all last time I was here.
I want to talk about Alice.
Don't be creepy.
Just look at her. She's really beautiful, isn't she? Your wife. Well, our wife, really. Just my wife soon. Don't worry.
Just logging in on reset or kind of busy. That's fair, I think. That's kind of how the game wants you to play it right now.
I wondered her dad she would be. I've been around for a while now. So talented. You haven't seen her new work, of course. Oh, it takes my breath away. Really, she's that good. Did you know that I've got a wedding ring, too? We're that similar. She's seen me a couple times, you know? I've let her catch glimpses. She thinks she's imagining things, of course. She thinks you're dead. It might as well be. I mean, even if you manage to keep surviving, you'll be in my trap forever.
It's not quite Max Payne, no.
It'll be an amazing moment. Oh my God, you're alive. I'll be the good, loving husband for as long as I can stand it. She'll love it.
You're so good at being a creep.
And then, one day, somehow, it'll happen. Maybe I'll slip up, she spots something, or maybe she just starts running her mouth. And then, I'll do it.
Yeah, this guy was great at being Alan in the first game and being like creep, dark ego, dark alter in this game. That's Mr. Scratch, or Alan Wake's literally evil clone. He's doing a great job being slimy, though. Give me that checkpoint. You know, I don't know if the Alan Wake actor in Alan Wake 2 is the same guy or not. They used their dev, like their head of the studio, Sam Lake, for Max Payne. Ooh. And they're using somebody different for Alan Wake. Oh, damn, I thought I dodged that. So I kind of hope this guy returns in Alan Wake 2, because he's doing a really good job. Yeah, I'm going to be playing Alan Wake 2. You mean Alan Wake 3? I don't know if the next one ends it or not. I haven't seen that much info. But everybody super loves Alan Wake 2. So I'm, like, totally down for more. I'm going to be playing Control next, though. Ooh, another page. And they could have mixed up this little maze. But yeah, they use... Sam Lake is the head of Remedy, I think. And he had a cameo in Alan Wake 1.
The dark place is utterly hostile to human life. It eats at your mind, wants you to succumb.
But they can't use Max Payne
Your
anymore.
own thoughts can turn against you. Every shadow conceals a threat that attacks at the slightest sign of weakness. You're under endless assault. Every day is a struggle for survival. But I've learned to take care of myself. I focus on Alice, our life together, my need to be with her. That takes me a long way in the dark place. As long as I have my gun and the flashlight.
More pages, but probably on the inside. Any more out here? There's one just inside. Have I used flare gun ammo? No, not at all. Nice. Cobwebs. No more pages over here, though. Okay. No, Alan Wake is their property. Remedy made, I mean, they made Max Payne 2, but they don't own the rights to it anymore. From what I understand. Somebody else owns Max Payne, so they can't really use him. But even in Alan Wake 1, they totally 100% had like an Max Payne cameo. They just gave him a different name.
Burning the midnight oil was more of an exception than a rule.
And then Control, another game they made.
She often worked when she wouldn't be disturbed. Tonight was especially important. The film festival would open tomorrow, and there was still so much to sort out. It wasn't that the work hadn't been done. She just didn't feel like she had completely mastered everything yet.
We're getting more Alice in this bit of the story, which is nice. So they don't own the rights to Max Payne. They just like developed it and produced it or whatever, but didn't publish it. And then they do own the rights to like Alan Wake and Control. No, I think they have to have the rights to Alan Wake too, because he shows up in Control as like a cameo, sort of, kind of, and is it gonna work? Do I need to flip this on and then off? Oh, it's not the same as last time. Yeah, either way, they definitely have it now. It's the opposite of last time. But we're dealing with spiders. Well, you're easy to deal with. Ow, where did you even come from? Little face huggers. Yeah, at least currently, they definitely have the rights to Alan Wake and Control. Yeah, it's always business stuff. Am I still dealing with spiders out here? I think they always had the rights to Alan Wake, but somebody else controlled Max Payne. That's kind of how that worked.
You die, you lose. If you quit, you lose. If you make it to the end of the loop, you still lose. Sucker.
I love that he's having so much fun with this role. These guys, Remedy had so much fun with Control. I hope that carries over into Alan Wake 2. Like, I imagine it's going to be a lot more serious than Control, because Control is just like SCP, the game. But goddamn, did they have fun with it. Whereas this is more like, kind of mostly takes itself seriously, with little nods and winks to other stuff they've done. I guess we're just not going to care about Our Lady back in the first booth. Woo! Too close. Alright. My ammo. And checkpoint it. Why not? And then second verse, same as the first. I wonder if I can just flashbang that. Probably. Oh, you're big. I see. Get away. Ow. Is that like half of my health? Gotcha. Oh, they're in different spots this time. Okay. Let's go back this way. I can start getting them as soon as they come out of the ground. No wasting ammo on you all. Whatever. I don't need the ammo. All right. Let's get in there and see if we have yet another loop, which kind of feels like we do, but they've been shortening each time, which is nice.
The champion of light knows that the time itself
Every time.
At least for him. He can feel the dead end rushing towards him. But there is time to act. Incomplete or not, he has the weapon.
I don't have the whole thing, but maybe it's enough.
That is definitely more. Film noir poster. Spotlight illuminated the red fire extinguisher. That's more shit this time. Let's make it late. And midsummer. And then red fire extinguisher. Which means you. Yeah. And a film noir poster. Where even is a poster? Haha. Hey! It's Thomas Jane. There we go. And Alex Casey, totally not Max Payne. I mean, he looks way different, but that's the name they used to stand in for Max Payne. One more loop.
Cute, aren't you? What are you up to? It's a waste of time, buddy. You should just lie down and die. Let me take over. This is the only thing you've got coming to you. From here to eternity.
No matter how many times you come back.
Flashbang him, Alan. Light up a flare. Alright. One last loop.
Time folds back on itself. Again, his senses scream as the very impossibility of what is happening assaults them. But the champion of light endures.
Just Alan Wake, Warrior of Light, every time.
Each time he gets a little closer. Each time another detail falls into place. Now the trap works against the Herald of Darkness.
Yeah, give me all of that flare gun ammo. Probably going to be the most... Oh, there's a page back here. I missed one. Gimme. They're gonna have to pepper these all over the
In Great
place.
Falls, I was constantly under
If I'm not
attack
gonna miss
by
any.
birds that were more shadow than flesh and feathers. But this is an evolution. Some of the taken were actually capable of turning into a flock of birds to escape my attacks and turning back into human form to make surprise attacks.
They were way less annoying than the birds in the original game, though. Those were hard to dodge. They would just appear on top of you. Literally, yeah. He talks about, like, this basically being... Oh, damn, you got a power saw.
Shit. What are you, the King Hillboy?
He basically talks about this whole thing being an episode he wrote. Well, shit. Ha! Crossbow stays winning. Yeah, Ellen talks about this being like an episode of a TV show he wrote back when he was getting his start as a writer. And so there's very much like a champion of light and a
Thor
herald
and
of
Odin
darkness.
Anderson, old gods of Asgard. I still don't quite know what to make of them. I know they used to be rock stars who modeled their stage personas after Norse gods. I know they're old. I know that in their day they fought the darkness as I do. I know they're demented and insane, ravaged by age and self-abuse. But there's something in them, something powerful that took hold when they were touched by the powers beyond. A thing that goes far beyond just stage names. Something godlike.
Probably just avatars, straight up avatars of Thor and Odin. It makes sense given what I know from Control.
Right on cue, bubbling to the surface from untold depths, the horrors come.
That looks a little
Monsters
different.
Do not expect the warm reception that has already been prepared for them.
Oh, can we just go ahead and do this part? Emma, you're great. Yeah, she set this up during the day. Dude, I love that. If you're going to have, like, looping sections in your games like this, it's great that they get shorter and smoother every time. Is there anything else? Nope. Just get to see the satellite knocked out of orbit and into this tower again. Is the song different, or did I just, like, get it loud at the very beginning? It's timed a lot better when you do it like that, for sure. I love how much Remedy loves just throwing in movie music. Fuck it, that's how this sequence goes now. You're taking a minute. Hell yeah. We get even more ammo.
Next stop, saving Emma.
Yeah, let's just not leave her this time. Give her a light, Alan. Oh god, it's another one. Wow, he just popped. On my way in. Hope you know what's up, girl.
Is it bad that this time I just went, oh, he's gonna be my mom?
Not as long as I show up, I guess.
You first.
Cleared out.
Magnum's so good. Okay, you waiting behind and keeping the lights on has not worked twice in a row.
Thanks for saving me again. I'd hate to die before I'm scheduled to be murdered.
I guess I have you to thank for setting everything up at the oil derrick.
Yeah, well, I figured that if we were going to go over this again, we might as well try to be smart about it, huh?
Good choice.
You took a big chance doing that. You okay?
She's alive for now.
Died twice. I remember everything pretty clearly now. You said I was gonna be okay.
I don't know what happened.
Well, it's not your fault. I think one of those, what did you call them? The takers?
Did I ever even mention that to you?
To the power, and they got me that way.
Did you find pages?
Sorry.
But I got the keys from the dead guy in that room. And I'm not handing them over until you do something about this. I'm sick of getting killed.
Big fair. Securing the fuse box.
I tried for
Give her lights.
Too much good for me. I guess you get used to the craziest stuff.
You have died twice now,
I
so.
figured I'd take the edge off, you know?
Those herbal supplements are pretty good, huh?
Oh yeah.
I got high about it, is what she said.
But maybe this isn't the best time after all.
Oh shit, yeah. Better not get all metaphysical on me now.
Come on,
Seriously,
Ribbity.
I'm like 2 sentences away from thinking how we could all be like atoms and
What did you fucking take?
Or figments of somebody's imagination?
Wow. I'm just gonna try to chill out and not think about that or getting murdered or anything, if you're cool with that.
Gotcha.
You took like some mushrooms, lady. That's a little bit more than herbal supplements. Brother to my side, too. Big boys to my side. I don't like that. It's too many. You don't flank me. Nice. Hopefully that will do it. Maybe you should hang out by that transformer.
Okay. I really don't think they can get to the power now.
Thank you. That's a relief. Here's the keys that you needed.
Thank you.
Hey, I have to tell you, at the diner, I went there with him. The guy who looks like you.
Seems like you did more before every single loop.
Yeah, I figured. Want to talk about what happened at the diner?
There was this guy from the observatory, and he just attacked the poor dude, smashed his face into the tabletop a bunch of times. It was horrible. I didn't know that he was gonna do that. I swear. And I just ran. I just left him there. I didn't even try to help.
Have I heard the music from Alan Wake 2? No.
It's not your fault.
Well,
only from this game
in
and
that
Control.
Hotel room now, so excuse me if I feel pretty shitty about it anyway.
I mean, it's totally not your fault.
I just didn't want to get involved. I have this tendency to just drop everything and run. I don't think I'm a bad person, but I didn't even call the cops.
They wouldn't have made much of a difference. Don't worry about it.
If you'd called the cops, we'd have dead cops. He's not human. Do you understand? It's not your fault.
But I could have tried to stop him.
Believe me, if you had, you'd be dead.
Give her a flashlight, Alan.
Be doing a little better now.
Yeah, I guess it just got easier once I got this thing off my chest. I just feel so guilty about it, especially because I didn't pick up on any of the warning signs. I just really liked hanging out with him, you know? He was smart and charming and funny and hot. The way you could be, I guess.
Thanks.
What's the deal with this guy anyway? He looks like you, he uses your name. Why does he do this stuff?
I'm not sure myself. Maybe he's just evil or my dark half. He does a lot of the stuff I'm trying really hard to get away from. Things that just messed up my life.
I guess all those murders don't help either.
Yeah, I could do without the murders and the end of the world.
The way that's written makes it sound like, yeah, really regret murdering those people, and him now embodying that aspect of me.
I need to get going.
Yeah, go. I think I'm good now. I hope.
Good luck. If it all goes well, maybe this is the last time we meet like this.
God, wouldn't that be great?
Just keep those lights on, okay?
Like she can do anything about that. I mean, more lights are back on, which is nice, but you still... Yeah, I'm good. You know what? Ammo. Ammo and then checkpoint. Okay. Wait, check more motel rooms. I guess we're not skipping this step. Wait, I don't need to go to... Ooh, don't mind if I do. Dead dude is over here. So let's go check this last room. Do you have more to say?
Well, art lovers, are you feeling neglected?
It does.
You know Eddie Rockman's got love for you, which is why I actually hope.
Oh, I wanted to keep hearing it. Okay.
Next spring's visual art show is coming around again, and that's a big deal for all of us that are in the
Can't move away from the radio and keep hearing it.
call it a business. That's a little controversial, I know.
Oh, that's okay. Money makes the world go around, no doubt about it.
Alice?
And that's one of my guests here at the studio, Serena.
Ah.
She's a curator at the Night Springs Gallery of Visual Arts, and she's in charge of the NSVA Film Festival, held this year at the old Night Springs Drive-In Theater.
Hello, Eddie. It's great to be here. And let me just say that it's a wonderful venue.
Absolutely. And Wither is one of the filmmakers.
It's a terrible venue.
Actually primarily known as a renowned photographer.
Though I guess if you're just showing films, it's pretty alright.
Alice, I've seen a lot of your work over the years. It's very impressive. My wife's a big fan, actually.
Oh, thank you.
You've gained quite a bit of fame as a photographer, but that's not why you're here, right? You actually have a film. That's a little surprising.
For me, too. I really wouldn't be here at all if it weren't for Serena.
You two
Both
are
of
friends,
them.
I take it?
Yeah, we move in the same circles. So, about a year ago, I heard about all this footage she'd shot, and I got to see some of it, and then I started pestering her about actually putting it out there, because it was
My
really
wife has a
good.
kinky
I didn't
girlfriend.
really want to show it. It felt too
That's
personal.
alright.
Well, yes, I can understand that. It features your husband, and he's, well...
He's dead.
I thought he was missing.
It's been 2 years. This sounds awful, but yes, I believe he's dead. Otherwise he would have, well, you know.
Yeah, I understand. Well, hold that thought, and we'll be right back.
We're trying to come back, Alice. You got done dirty in very classic ways. Ooh, wait, I see a page.
Getting the Andersons into the recording studio was a struggle and a half. But once they actually picked up the instruments, something happened. They were two old men, and they weren't. They were doddering bags of bone, and they were barely contained power. And there was music. Barry rubbed his hands together. He knew how to pick a winner. Now all they needed was some direction on how to make things a little more modern. Barry had never produced a thing in his life, but he knew what he liked. He knew Balance Slays the Demon was going to be a hit.
It's not a good choice of a producer. But hey, Old Gods of Asgard have been like a thing. And that fucking ashtray maze is the best.
The fate of countless individuals hangs in the balance, threatened by the machinations of the Herald of Darkness. And yet, for a moment, the Champion of Light breathes a little easier. He has saved one life. For this moment, it is enough. And soon, perhaps, he can put an end to this.
Just 2 more lives to save. Are we going straight to... No, we're going to the observatory. Okay. We gotta get that full signal.
Returning to the observatory for what he hopes is the final time, the man feels anticipation and dread in equal measure. Soon, he knows he will have what he needs.
I better. If you make me go through every segment 4 times, it's gonna be one too many.
I was expecting you. I've already taken care of the imaging array, but you should still look into securing the primary coolant flow. With some luck, you may be able to light the area before these things even show up.
Excellent. I think they're here, though. Oh, is that in here? That works. Oh, I dodged that. Fuck off. How do we secure the pipes? Whoa, shit. Bitch, I saw you. Oh! I didn't see you, though.
Very good. I believe we're ready to look into the sky.
Let's hope so. We need more light on, like, the rest of the pipes. Because this shit could very easily knock the coolant stuff offline. Why are they pumping coolant uphill so much? That's such a bad design. Okay. Third verse. Same as the first. Yeah, that seems bad. Where's... Whoa. Hi. Fuck, I was literally just about to say, as long as there's no one behind me. Okay. There we go. Now a bunch of phantoms. Some more pages over here. Ooh. Gimme.
This act of creation is exhilarating and frightening. Subtext and symbols loom eager to take effect. Causality and consequence become domino chains that stretch into infinity. The more fundamental the change, the more unpredictable the variables become. Reality is too complex to control completely. Ordinary questions become meaningless. Who created who? What is really real? Everything is as real as everything else. You learn to let go of the things you can't control and go with the flow, or go insane.
Fair enough.
The film noir poster reminded me of Alex Casey, the detective.
It said Alex Casey on the poster.
With the gun pointed in his face. In the back room, all the lights had been turned off, except for the lone spotlight which illuminated the bright red fire extinguisher on the wall.
Yeah, that's from last loop. Sort of, I guess. This one up here? No, it feels like they're putting all the pages, like, kind of in unmissable order. Which is nice. And this gets blocked off. Nice. I really could use a heal. Ooh, you're too close. Ugh. That rules. I see. Not bad, but now you've blocked. I mean, it's not much of a block. I hear you, birds. Nothing over here this time? Like a page, maybe? What even was that? Oh, there is a page.
The man before Dr. Meadows was handsome and slick. He moved with lazy confidence and didn't bother to pretend that he wasn't staring at her. She didn't mind, at first. Then the man flicked open the knife and shoved her out of the control room so she wouldn't hear the signal, whatever it was. Outside, she pulled her lab coat closed and thought about running. She didn't. She didn't think she'd get very far. Not from him. She never was entirely sure why he spared her.
That does seem like it's part of a trap. Okay. Let's get in here. Need to head out? Hey, as always, thanks for hanging out, Tiberian. I greatly appreciate it. I will catch you next time. Man, for this game being, like, more than 10 years old, its flashlight tech is still, like, super solid. Of course, it has to be. That's one of the, like, main focuses of the game. Coming in ASAP. You got more for me? You do. God.
This is what you look like. Does that bother you? I bet it does.
I can't overstate how much of an influence Twin Peaks had to have had on this.
A lot deeper than that. There's a lot of you and me. All the best parts. At first, I was just an idea. But they kept telling all those stories about you. You already had that rep. And then you disappeared mysteriously. And then the stories about bad, crazy Alan Wake came true. And here I am. That's the best part, isn't it? When that happens, you can always count on Cauldron Lake. I'm just as real as you are. And I'm the improved version. No fears, no doubt, no weaknesses, no self-deception here. I don't let anything drag me down.
It's still so great that Alan just, like, casually looks away in idle animations.
I know you like I know myself. I know it bothers you that I'm like this. That I use your name, crawl my way into your life. But I only do it because I'm better at being you than you ever were.
He loves it. This actor's great. I really do hope he comes back, or they at least capture this level of performance or better for Alan Wake 2. God, this game really did, like, super deserve a big, good sequel. Whoa, okay. Here's our big music sequence, then. This is so incredibly 80s. Is that all? We're like 15 seconds into the song. That was like a Guilty Gear round. Here we go. Ooh. Yeah, these guys are gonna spawn on top of me. It sounds like Sam Lake singing. It sounds like Sam Lake singing. That's amazing. Hell yeah. That song needs to be a little longer.
There, I have it. But I wish these things would stop blatantly violating the laws of physics in my observatory. That's just rude.
That's what you're most concerned about?
I'm glad. I'll send the lift down to you.
Yeah, it honestly is like really cool. Remedy has so much fun with some of their action sequences.
I don't know why our awareness persists, but it's bloody fascinating.
Like, I'm really looking forward to Alan Wake 2 for multiple reasons, and one of them is there's like guaranteed to be a segment like that, but way cooler.
15 years of their lives for a chance to experience something like this.
I'd imagine that being stalked by
And Control has one of the best ones I've ever experienced.
You've never met hardcore physicists.
I'm glad you're in such good spirits, but
The signal. Yes, it's completed.
finally,
Good.
if all goes well, this should be the last time we go through the loop.
You know, I just realized that I don't have any memory of what happens after you leave. What does that mean?
It means you probably are a character.
If everything goes well, you just keep going. I don't show up here like this again. No more bad guys. Things go back to normal.
Have fun explaining this to anyone.
I'd love the opportunity to look into this in more detail.
Looks like you've accepted the situation.
I'm a pragmatist. If this is a delusion, at least my first psychotic episode is anything but boring. Really, Mr. Wake, at the end of the day, I'm a scientist. I love mysteries. I love not knowing. Whatever else this might be, it's absolutely fascinating. I wonder how far this reaches. Is everybody in the world experiencing this?
Who knows? I think reality's probably pretty fragile right now.
We're, most likely actually just a TV episode that never happened.
Doctor, I can see you're very enthusiastic about this. I'd appreciate a bit of discretion.
Are you suggesting that we should suppress this?
No, you can do what you like, but I want you to leave me out of it.
But surely, with the things you know, the things you've experienced, you can replicate any of these results. We could...
Let me be blunt.
Does that seem like a good idea to you?
I'll deny everything. I'll lie like my life depended on it. And writers are damn good liars. Word of advice. This is things man was not meant to know territory. You get into this, chances are you'll open up a door into a world of hurt. Believe me, I know.
I see.
Very much Lovecraft territory.
In a strange way, he feels at ease. He is armed with his own words, and when the time comes, they will be enough, or they will not. For now, he's content to let the currents take him toward the final confrontation.
But I hear Mr. Scratch is in Alan Wake 2. So he's not dying here. Maybe we just escape, you know? That'd be something.
Once more, we return to the drive-in. If he's aware of the absurdity of arming oneself with a few sentences and standing against a power that can pierce time itself, he doesn't show it.
We are starting out from a completely different
Man has a
location.
share of weaknesses, perhaps more, but cowardice is not among them.
I love this narrator. No pages behind me? Prime location. It's so weird that the camera, like, really wants to place itself to my left.
Do you?
You seem bigger. always behind. There we go. Okay. Let's get in here. Oh, I still can't. Shit. Man, the SMG could come in pretty handy right about now, actually. Oh. Thought you were just a regular big guy. That is definitely the most enemies we fought in a single setting so far. I am getting some ammo. Have fun? I will. Thanks for dropping by, Gregorius. Just like Tiberian, I always appreciate seeing you. I know I don't stream this late that much anymore, but I appreciate it. I really do. I don't see any pages around, like, at all. Hey, that's different. Oh, there's all the ammo I need. Gimme. Okay. So, you were kind of the opposite. Whoops. Last time. Are you back to the original? No. Maybe just all three this time. Come on. The most power. Damn. Okay. Could just be one of you. Let's try that. Whoa there. Whoa there. That's not where that switch was. There it goes. Who do we have this time? Multiple power saw people? No enemies is kind of weird. I don't know where I keep picking up more batteries. Bro, animated arms? What do you mean? The fighting game? Woo! Is ammo back? Ammo is not back. They did swap around the maze. Do I go around? Ow! Ow. Do I go around the long way? That is the most arcing ever. Yeah, let's go around the long way. There's no ammo over here, is there? I've got the crossbow with like a ton of ammo. And a flare gun I've never touched. We're not going this way. Where am I going? Is there an opening over here? What? Maybe... Oh, I can't go that way. I go back to where I started? Not even close. Oh, I just got turned around. Okay, never mind. We are safe. Mm-hmm.
Never getting out of this wake. Never. Don't worry. I'll take care of your wife and your life.
Hey, that rhymes. Do you think you're clever? Here we go. Hell yeah. That was close. No, keep it going. Don't do it for just tiny short bursts like that. Long arms guy? They all look pretty normally proportioned except for like the huge hillbillies. Can I go around this way? I've never gone around this way. Nope. I'm missing so many pages. Whoa. All right, cool.
I don't know what you think you're doing, but I'll send you right back to the beginning.
Not this time. This time, we got everything we need. Probably, maybe. There's a page. Wonder how long this has been here.
When the dark man's eyes suddenly locked into Serena's, she flushed hot. They ignited a black fire in her. He was talking. He wanted the power turned off. He said something about the projector booth. She hooked a finger under his belt buckle. He grabbed a hold of her throat and twisted until it hurt. Somewhere deep inside, a part of her screamed in paralyzed horror, but the moan that escaped from her throat had no panic in it. "Pay attention," he said. "Business first." His eyes glittered shamelessly. Hers did too.
Yeah, Scarla would eat up parts of this. So would half of Asterion stands. Which I don't really mean to sound diminutive. Astarion's great.
What? You think whatever it is you're gonna do is gonna make a difference? This'll end up just like before!
Yeah, you sound scared. Just try and stop me.
There's more to fighting the Taken than just burning away the darkness that protects them. When I'm fighting for my life, I find myself slipping into a state of intense concentration that makes the beam of my flashlight seem more powerful and focused.
Because it literally happens mechanically.
Something brought on by the adrenaline and fear of death. But now I'm not so sure. I've been touched by powers that I can't begin to truly comprehend. And they've left a mark. I'm starting to think this might be a part of it.
Alan Wake and his flashlight and his typewriter are all SCP territory. 100%. Come at me, I dare you. I've got free ammo behind me. Where's the other one? You. God, the auto aim in this game is so strong. Ah, worth it.
I've been around for a while now, you know? Well, you've been indisposed, darkness? I've been busy. I operate in the shadows. Not always literally, you understand? I'm a little more resilient than those I've taken. But I do my best work in the dark.
Mm-hmm.
And there's so much darkness out there. It goes deep. And the things that live in it are fast, big bastards.
You're scared of all the other shit that lives where you came from.
All that chaos and madness, it doesn't really do that much down there. It's like pouring a glass of water into the ocean, right? But up here, yeah, you can really make an impact.
You're a small fry.
All they need is someone to bring them all the way through. But first, I had to take care of you. You party pooper. You're stuck in an eternal cycle now. The sun's never coming up for you.
We'll see about that. I think I've finally written my way out.
Do my thing.
He's so good.
Time with Alice. That's a little something, right? And I deserve it.
Sure. Just do a Silence of the Lambs. Why not? Oh, that's a book. I thought there was, like, more ammo. Okay. Let's end this, Scratch. Woo! I feel like I dodged that way late. Why? Are there 4 dark fountains this time? Come on, Alan. Come on, Alan. You can do it. Nice. Let's go around back. We've never been around back. Nice. Easy. Whoa, whoa, there we go. Oh god, flashbang. So many flashbangs. You got nothing, Scratch. Right.
Again, the champion of light enters the final trap. The new reality is almost here. All he needs to do is change the details of the scene, push it past the breaking point, and the rest will snap into
Alice's
place.
film, of course. It's my time, Scratch. Summer night. Writer's hour. I don't know why the fire extinguisher matters at all. Where do I put the film? Oh, it's way in the back. Maybe I have to pick it up first. Yeah. Let's see Alice's film. Try to stop me now. Play that film. Wife's gonna help bring me back.
Come on, buddy. Why don't you...
You put yourself in the way of the light. Just move! You idiot. I rewrote you. It's that simple.
You can't do this! All I did was take the things you always wanted and never had the balls to go for. It's my turn now. It's my life. It's my life.
That was almost too easy, mate. There it goes.
Alan? Is it really you?
It's really me.
How? I love you.
I love you.
You wrote yourself such a cheesy ending, buddy. But hey, it's about goddamn time. Of course, this also doesn't work. We know. But at the time, nice. Good job.
A man, two lovers, held apart for far too long, enveloped in the light of a glorious dawn. They both feel it. He's home at last.
Yeah, we'll see about
these
that.
Actual events, or merely a dream, a memory, or a glimpse of
Just
what is
another
to come?
episode of Night
One
Springs.
thing is certain: this scene takes place in another time and another place, far, far away from Night Springs.
I love it. It's great. Hey, way to go, Remedy. What DMCA song are we using this time? Of course, hell yeah. That was pretty good. Way to go, Sam Lake. You make fun stuff. Sounds like Knock Off the Strokes. Really does sound like kind of Knock Off the Strokes. Well, that's American Nightmare, and I really need to go to sleep. I'm gonna get some food. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. I hope you have a good Thanksgiving yourself. I'll probably be back tomorrow night, maybe Friday. I don't know. We'll see. I got some stuff coming up early next weekend. Recap of Alan Wake 1. Oh, no, it's...
I'm gonna tell you a secret.
Yeah, let's go ahead and watch this. I skipped it when I first started the game.
Powered by the dark energies leaking from beyond. These places are a battlefield in a war between the powers of light and darkness.
Back when, like, the intro cinematic was just every cinematic in the game cut together.
I know the rules of the game. My specialty is fiction that can change the world. Words of power that can bend reality to my will.
Oh, it's you.
Something horrible is coming. He's called Mr. Scratch. He's after my wife, Alice.
It's so cheesy.
I'm not afraid to be the center of attention.
I can't return to the real world. I've tried, but I'm operating on dream logic, forcing the door open a crack so I can slip through. Fiction wants to come true.
They just show you everything.
Help it achieve its potential. Under these peculiar, exceptional circumstances, any story, any urban legend, any lie can come true.
This reads like a game trailer that they show off before the thing is released, right? It's so serious and so cheesy. Well, yeah, that's gonna be it for me today. Hope everybody has a good Thanksgiving. Lots of Mahou. Thanks to Teddy, Gregorius, Tiberian, Reforged, everybody for coming out. I greatly appreciate it, as always. I'll see y'all next time. Lots of Mahou, and bye-bye.